Talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
What yeast?
Got one right now. The urge to pop that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, where?
Ginger.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
music on there. Oh, that's music I know so well. Hello, everybody. I felt like I just seen y'all. Did I just see y'all somewhere? I thought I just saw y'all somewhere. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, I did just see you. Gigi also has too. We were just on with Aaron H. and Diamond, an amazing season finale of the Never Ever Met. Gigi, how are you, my friend? Good to see you again. Your mic is now open.
Okay. I said
There we
hello.
go.
It's been such a long time.
It really has been. Hey, baby doll, good to see you. So yes, so for those of you who are just coming on, welcome in. As it was, hey, baby doll, good to see you. As it was a impactful season finale, we also had an impactful season finale, although not as drama filled as it was on OWN. I say that with a lot of love. We had Aaron H. and Diamond here just a little bit ago, and we are having Josh here now. You know, Josh has been on Virtual Tour Live before, and so listen, y'all know how we roll, y'all know how we get down, and there was a lot that happened, but you know, we give love and grace and space to everybody, even people who don't deserve it, because child, God is working through us in a mighty way that people should be grateful for where we are. There's a quote from the church that says, I may not be where I want to be, but thank God I'm not where I used to be. It's on cliche if you have not done your work. With that being said, higher is waiting, low is available. But either way, we are live on tour. Hey, everybody. Good to see all you here. Hopefully all is well. Yes, indeed.
Hey, everyone.
Josh, good time.
Hello, Josh.
Hey,
Thank
hey.
you for being here.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Doing good, good sir. Glad to have you here. Woo!
I see y'all got to set up commercials and all. I ain't know when to say something. Should I wait for the intro?
Well, I mean, you know, listen. I'm a big believer in if you have a dream, you gotta showcase your dream out loud. So, you know, we do all those things so that way people know that this show has an energy to it more than most. But also too, hey, listen, everybody rolls differently. But also too, I do that commercial break to also give myself some time to get the audience built in, and also to give us some time too, because YouTube for regular people is as close as people will get to live TV. And that is no shade to anybody at all, but it's such a palpable energy that you don't know what to do. So hopefully that commercial break and that lead up helps.
Yeah, no, I ain't mad at all. I'm actually a YouTube person. I watch YouTube more than I actually watch TV shows and movies and stuff. So I'm on here more than I'm on anything else.
That part.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Yes, indeed.
So, did you get to watch the episode, Josh?
Yeah, I did. I watched it, which is, in my opinion, by far the funniest episode they had.
How so?
I mean, I just thought it was funny. Just me personally, I just thought it was funny. I literally was laughing the entire episode of it. So I enjoyed how the finale went. I think it was kind of good how it went, especially the twists and turns that people didn't see coming. I enjoyed the finale, to be honest. I think that was the only episode it wasn't as edited as the rest of them, truthfully.
Okay. Well, I mean, since you've watched the episode,
so at the top of it, it came out about the whole, you know, Diamond.
Yes, it did come out. No, she's good. Gigi was just saying that at the top of the show was about Diamond and Aaron H and their engagement. And so what we were saying, me and Gigi and also Aaron H and Diamond, it seemed that this episode, like you said, had a lot of twists and turns that a lot of people weren't expecting. But also it was a very hard crash too. Mentally and emotionally with some things. And I mean, since you're here, I mean, I think it is time to talk about it. When you guys got to y'all part of the episode where, you know, actually, hang on, let me bring up my notes because I do want to do this from the jump. How did you feel, you know, when they came in and were showing you the ring? I mean, I know you really wanted your nap, but how did you? Yeah, go ahead, Gigi.
I think that was an excuse, but I mean, you could have really tried to nap. I don't know.
I mean, I'll say this, and there's no knock on them, but y'all gotta understand at this point of the times we bear, I think everybody was just over the bullshit, honestly, with them, and not to just gloss over their engagement, but just to be real, I think we all seen through it as it was bullshit. No, none of us took it serious, and there's no knock on their life, and it's not even about Diamond. I think Diamond generally believes that, you know, this is what it was. But as far as the rest of it, as far as when it came to Aaron, we knew better. So nobody really took that shit serious. And just to be honest, so that was just the attitude that you got from everybody. Like we seen it come, we felt like it was Aaron just doing it for show. We kind of expected nothing to come from that, and it's just kind of what it was, truthfully.
Well, let me ask you this, and this is no shade to you or to the other couples or anything else, because I mean, you saw the whole episode. Y'all all came for the chance to meet your person in person for a potential opportunity for it to lead to that.
Right.
So even though you're not trying to gloss over the engagement, I think as long as everybody's been together, none of y'all didn't have that hope of walking out engaged. Like, really?
I mean, I'll speak because I can't speak for the other couples. I'll speak for myself. I never had any plans of it. Before the whole Aaron, when he proposed, production did come to me about it and asked me if I wanted to do it, and I straight up told them no, because and this is like I said, just me and Shay's situation. Yeah, we have been virtually dealing with each other online, but at the end of the day, virtually online and in person is two different things. And even with me standing there with Shay with those 3 weeks, even though we did enjoy ourselves, there are things that you see when you're physically around each other every day. And so there was times where I just felt like, yeah, we had the online chemistry, but we hadn't had the physical chemistry. And not just on the sexual level, but just actually spending real time together, going out on multiple dates, learning new things about each other, exploring new things about each other. We still have time to do that because everything has been online. We haven't done none of that in person. So I felt like we do need some time for it. I mean, if we're patient enough to wait 12 years for basically an emotional relationship, then what's waiting a little more longer to get the physical part right? You know what I'm saying? And so I never went into it expecting to leave the show engaged, but I did expect to leave with Shay and then for us to try to pursue that later on in time. Like I said, it wasn't no need to rush that part because we still have a lot to get to know about each other. Right? We want to admit that or not, we still have to learn each other as far as being around in each other's face every single day. Little simple things like I've been at a girl's house in the past where, you know, they weren't as clean as you would expect them. So those are things that you're not going to know online that I have to know dating you in person. And so that's why I say it that way. And like I said, but I can just speak on me and Shay. I can't speak for the other couples. I have no idea what their game plan was coming in. But yeah, so that's what it was for me and Shay.
Understood. Okay. I appreciate the context, and I'll give it to Gigi right after this. I appreciate the context. Like I said, I think it's just the fact of coming onto the show and not recognizing the monumental, you know, the monumental mental that it took to do that. You know what I mean? Right. So I appreciate the context. Once again, I really do. It's just the fact of after that moment with everything that happened, I think it could have been just at least a little more energy, right? Because it took a lot of vulnerability, courage, and as we call soul to be able to showcase that love, knowing that it may not have worked out. That's all.
No, I mean, I understand where you're coming from. I do get that, but like I said, certain instances you kind of make your own bed, and they kind of crazy.
I mean, but it's understandable what you're saying.
Go ahead,
Like
Gigi. You're good.
sometimes it does take for you to have. Sometimes it takes for you to have to stay with someone or learn their pattern, learn their behavior, be around them in the physical. Because 12 years online, that's online. Once the computer's off, the phone's off, there's no talking. You're not really quite sure how that person lives and what they do and how they are, because people can still be one way online and be a completely different person outside of that. So having that connection to where you were in the house together, you guys had to learn each other's ways. You knew, and we just talked. You learn each other's patterns. You know what you like, what you dislike, how you wake up, how you go to your shit patterns. If you like to take naps, if you don't like to take naps, if you read at 3:00, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you start to learn stuff about people, but you have to do it in the physical. Like, I understand,
And to
in
your
the
point on
Bible, they
that,
say,
when you're saying, I'm sorry.
no, I was just saying, it says, how people's like, oh, you shouldn't shack up before marriage and don't live with somebody. Like, no, I need to know how you are. Like, I mean, we might not have to live together, but I need to be able to know how you are physically.
Right, and then you have to understand the other side of that is we've been living together in this house with 10 other people. It's still a big difference versus when we're by ourselves at home.
Sure.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Because it's still, if you got shared bathrooms, there's a whole bunch of other outside things going on while we're at this house. So even then, I still don't know everything until we actually get completely away from this and to ourselves and actually have that moment. And just for 3 weeks in the show, yes, me and Shay got closer in that time, and that love, in my opinion, got stronger in that moment. But we still got so much more that we need to learn about each other before we go as far as actually getting married and trying to build a family and stuff like that. Because I like I said, I have 2 kids already. I'm not proud of having baby mothers. Regardless of the situation of how they got here, I'm not out here trying to be a baby daddy, and I don't want to keep making the same mistake over and over again. So I have to learn from past decisions I make, and so I really need to know the physical part of you. And like I said, emotionally, yes, I know everything about Shay. I know her attitude. I know what makes her tick. I know what makes her go. I know all of that, but I don't know. How do you like the thermostat? How do we know we on the same page today? Because I get hot in my sleep. I swear to God, I get hot real easily. So there's just different things that seem small and minute, but if we're talking about living long term, it kind of matters in a sense. So I need to know that about you. I need to know you clean up behind yourself. That's a big thing for me because I clean up behind myself. So that's big for me. And I need to make sure I'm not dating a child. Because I'm sure all of us at one point or another has dated somebody or missed somebody. We felt like we were dating a kid. And so and there's just those type of situations. And there's no way we was going to know that being at that house.
Understood.
Mm-hmm. And that's definitely understood because, like you said, you got 10 other people, you got different personalities. So not only are you trying to navigate the person that you're with, but you're trying to kind of navigate other people's personalities because y'all are in a house together. So there is shared space. You have to be, cordial or, of course, connections are made, friendships are, developed and things like that. But still, when it comes to a relationship, like you said, knowing the one-on-one is different. Like you need to have that one-on-one time and be able to know how a person is outside, especially outside of the show, because even people are different on camera.
Yes, they are.
You're this way on camera, and that is one thing. But once you get off that camera, you can still be a totally different person.
Yes.
So outside of the cameras, definitely. Like, I want to know how you are in real life, because even on reality TV, that's still reality TV. You can still be another way. I need to know when these cameras are off, everyone's gone, and it is just me and you. How are things going to be?
Exactly.
So definitely wouldn't just jump into a engagement like, oh, just because I love you.
Right. Yeah.
And like I said, there's no disrespect to her. Like I believe Diamond generally, was hoping that was gonna work out for her. But as far as Aaron goes, we felt it was game as bull. I mean, he had already told us a couple weeks before that he was gonna do it. So it just, and then like I said, by that time that it actually happened, it just the chemistry in the house was just so off balance that it's just kind of the rift that just came in. It looks worse than what it was. Like, I sat in there a little longer than what they showed on there, but it wasn't as bad as rude as it was on the show. But by that time, yeah, everybody kind of checked out when it came to them two.
Okay. And that's why we ask for context, you know what I mean? Because we only see what we see for 60 minutes with commercials, 42 or 40 minutes without.
Right.
So this is a question that I have, right? When it came to the dinner, right, and everybody was speaking and everything else, did anybody say anything, good about them? Because it just seemed like for this final episode, it was a bit of an icing out, or just like you said, the house was off balance. But I would think on the last day that would carry out.
Like you could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be real with y'all, I genuinely don't remember. I actually forgot all about that little last dinner night until they showed it again. So I really don't remember exactly how that conversation. It might have went just how it went. Honestly, I really don't remember that too much.
Say that again.
I say he was just sitting there sipping his Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, like like I said, if y'all haven't noticed, even throughout the other shows, when there's hold on, my mic fell out. I'm sorry. Me and my earphone.
Oh, you're good.
When there's situations going on, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. When there's certain situations going on where I can tell it's meant to get pushed to a messy direction, y'all see, I shut the fuck up and stay out of it. I don't like getting into all that type of shit. Right, I feel a certain way or not, I understand that there's cameras around. I'm not trying to embarrass nobody. I'm genuinely not. Even when it came to airing it down, right, I felt how I felt about them in certain instances. I'm generally not trying to embarrass them. So a lot of times I just kept my mouth closed and not say them. But it might have went that way. Honestly, I really don't remember. I know I didn't say too much. Like, I just try to stay out of stuff.
Understood. It just seemed like the whole table was mute. I mean, Jody and Aaron, who didn't have a connection worth a piece of sperm, Jody and Aaron, who couldn't even form a connection, let alone a piece of sperm to come out to the world, they were pretending to be asleep. You know what I mean? It's just the decency of the thing. Now, one of the big things now, listen, you said you were at the dinner, you don't remember much, but do you remember again a $5,000 gift card?
Oh yeah, the gift card. Yeah, I remember that. I figured they was gonna probably be upset about them. I seen that coming. I knew they was gonna be. I mean, like I said, but truthfully, I can't speak for nobody else on how they voted. I don't know if people just being petty and spiteful. I can see it being that way. I don't generally know if it was that way. I know I had voted for Greg and Millie. I thought they really had a chance, especially with them being in the same city. They was already together, So that's who I voted for. But I mean, people voted for who they voted for. it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it is, but I mean when you think about what happened with you guys, I think this is a question that me and Gigi have. Was there any stipulations to the gift card? Like you had to be together for a certain amount of time, or like you get 2,500 and she get 2,500? Because
honestly, they didn't explain stuff to us. So they gave us it was some place called Value. I had never heard of it, and so I straight up just gave it. Yeah, I just straight up gave it to Shay. I generally didn't care for it at the moment, and so I told her she could take it with her. She never used it no way, and then I say maybe like a month ago, they reached out to us, and apparently they was gonna send us something and split it in half. I have no idea. Apparently Shay got her half of it. I ain't got nothing from it, but I wasn't looking for it anyway. So I told Shay she could have it from the jump. So it wasn't really.
So wait, you say you say production reached out, or did the company reach out? And they were going to send you guys like what, a chair or something, a bonus to that?
Yeah, production. They production. I know they asked me if I had, if I still had the same email, and then they actually emailed Shay, and Shay, me and Shay talked about it. I had never got the email, so I don't know if something got lost between the communication or not. But I haven't received anything yet, but according to Shay, they supposedly gonna split it, and we get 2,500 apiece.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Because I was.
I don't know. Like I said, when they first gave the card, like I said, I gave it to Shay anyway, like, let her have it. So I wasn't really tripping out, but either way it went.
And they didn't say it was like a gift card for now, Gigi, let me know if I'm wrong, beautiful. Was it $5,000 for the furniture, or was it just a $5,000 gift card? Because sometimes
it was a $5,000 gift card for that value place. And
okay, gotcha.
Me and Shay looked on their website, and damn near everything on there is $5,000. So it.
Oh wow.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
So 5,000 goes to one sofa. That I cannot.
Pretty much, yeah. Basically, you about got one couch out of it.
And the reason why
right here, $5,000.
Lord help me. And honestly, the reason why I say that, and Gigi, I think you know where I'm going to go with this, with daytime TV and late night talk shows. Whenever there's a giveaway, for example, let's just say that Samsung wanted to give away $5,000 gift cards, but it was just $5,000 cash given away by Samsung versus $5,000 for Samsung.com. So that's why I was asking that, because I just.
Yeah, I mean, it was a nice gesture, but, it wasn't all that.
Gotcha. Hey, the network specialist, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Gigi,
or you get that.
Wait, go ahead.
Never mind.
You
never
sure?
mind. I just had a thought. Yeah, I just had a thought that just came to me, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna save that for later.
Okay. All right.
Because sometimes they give you that gift card, and it's like, because just like you said, Samsung, right? Samsung gives you the gift card, and they're like, oh, well, here's 5,000 for, like you said, 5,000 cash. But then you go try to use it, and it's like you can only use it for Samsung.
Yep.
Yeah, it can only be, or it can only be like a certain limit, or you can only get like a certain item. Like, so
that's basically exactly.
I was wondering if it was like that. Like, you can only get like a certain item, and you can only get
exactly.
But that's crazy for them to give you a gift card from a place like that, and then be like, you know what? Everything in this store is pricey.
And then it's like an online store, because I don't even think they have physical stores. Me and Shay, like I said, we actually looked it up and we couldn't find that.
Wait a second now. Let's not promote. Okay. So we're promoting stores that really aren't. Have you ever heard of Value? Are you looking at that? Because
I'm looking up right now.
Value you or something like that.
Like, I mean, I know Value City, but
right. And that's why I thought she said that. I thought that's what she said at first was Value City, which stood for Value City Furniture.
Yeah. But and that part I don't understand too. Like, why give you a furniture gift card knowing that y'all live separately? It's not like y'all was living together. It's not like, y'all was in the same city and state even at that point.
But
like,
something,
I felt like that was just
about it. It very much could have been production just setting up a missing scene too. That very much could have been the case. Because I didn't even think about it until just now, but it very much could have been the case.
So
they do petty shit like that.
So here are some of the things here: feather sectional, $1,499, $1,000, $599. Yeah, I'm on the website now. So I mean that set would have been most of the gift card for $2,700.
You would use for your couch.
Yeah.
I mean, but for a sectional like that, that's about how much you're gonna pay for it, though, especially a good one.
Yeah.
Now,
so.
I'm not. I mean, okay.
I mean, still, the fact that they did, and let me say this to y'all. For their first season to get a $5,000 gift card is a huge deal. Because usually they'll be like little prizes, like maybe 500, or they'll give away a T-shirt or something like that. But to give away $5,000 on your very first season of that magnitude, that is huge.
I mean, that is, yeah. Like,
Honestly,
they
they
pay for
should
everything.
give away gift cards when they was playing games.
Say that again.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, as far as your production, they pay for everything. So all the dates, all the different adventures, activities, and everything. I mean, they paid everything. We literally didn't have a need to have our wallet. They told us that we didn't need to have our wallet. They took care of everything. So they took care of us, but especially for it to be a first season.
Yeah. I mean, good damn, y'all rode in Volvos to the house.
But I honestly feel like they should have, given gift cards during the game plays. Like, you know.
Yeah, that would have been cool too.
During the games, you win something. Hell, at least it would have made sense of why Jody's ass decided to stay so long instead of her ass wanting to go home. Because I still don't understand why the fuck she stayed on there, knowing that she was going to tell him later on that she didn't want to be with him. Listen here.
You know,
we all could see that. Ray Charles was in the grave and seen that. Okay,
not Ray Charles in the grave. Lord help me.
Steve.
You know what? You know what would have been really cool though, because here's the thing, right? So like the bondage rope thing was cool, but if they would have done a sex toy game show and like the winner got like a $500 gift card from Adam and Eve, that would have been cool. Because then it's like, okay, now you gotta know some stuff. So Jody really didn't do well.
Have to have the sex tool. Like, dude, the bondage would have just been fine. But no, test Jody's motherfucking sexology. Oh, okay, well, come teach us some stuff. Show us something. Make it where you have to interact with this man, and you have to at least try to be some type of, you know, show some type of physical interest.
Exactly.
Well, and that's what I was gonna say too, where I promise y'all, production does play into that, because there was a whole activity that they didn't show at all, and this was probably actually the most sexually related one out of the activity that they did, and it was like a kind of part. You know how kind of like game part was some guys would sit down and they have like a balloon, and then the girls come grind on the pop it. Like we did little stuff like that, and Jody Aaron was very much almost wanted. I think me and Shay ended up winning, but Jody and Lil Aaron was very close to winning. So there was a lot of moments that they did click with each other. They just wasn't shown to play into the narrative of that. And I do hate that for them, because it looks so much worse between them two than what actually was at the house.
Right. Well, let me ask you that. Well, there's a video of Caitlyn Jenner, and there was somebody saying Caitlyn Jenner, you look good. There's this white kid that said bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah, that's me at this. Bullshit. Listen. You can say, listen, you can say all of what you want to say, sir. Bullshit. Okay? She did not like that man. Not one bit. Because any activities, even the activities we didn't see, okay, that's fine. They might have almost won. That's cool. You can almost win anything. Listen here. I could win a motherfucking marathon, okay? I could win a sprint race. Doesn't mean I like the motherfucking run.
That part.
Okay.
That part right there.
I don't have to like it just to win it. Hell, right. I just like winning. Shit.
Absolutely. And not to mention,
I can't stand your ass, but I know that when we get on this table, we're gonna be real good. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose you this time, just because I know that you know how to play. But other than that, I don't like you.
And that's absolutely facts. And not to mention, too, in the words of Karen Huger, I'm only judging what you're giving me, and that's what they gave.
Listen, I can only go off what you show, and it's so crazy because what was seen, even on the dates that they did have, where was the chemistry? Okay, you said that y'all played games and they almost won, but you probably didn't pay attention to them during the bondage, but that was awkward. Y'all all sitting there having fun, staring in each other's eyes, and they like, so what do we do next? Well, don't touch me, but I mean, we can stay in here. I'm hungry.
What?
I'm hungry.
What?
Yeah,
I mean,
but I'm gonna eat
I'm not
some-
making complete excuses for Jody. She didn't do herself no favors about her facial expression and stuff she said. So she dug her own grave with that. But it
Yeah,
wasn't.
you was there.
They had their
Uh,
moments. Everybody say why they made it so long. They gave it a try. Now, like I said, it went downhill from there, but they did give it a try. They was more.
I could give
It was more chemistry than what was on.
I'm sorry. Now, Josh, let's be real about this. I could give a bear a try playing with a German Shepherd on the ground and throwing a ball playing catch. Come on now. Josh.
My dog and cat tried to get along more than what the hell she did. Okay, listen. I know. Bullshit. Again, I'm gonna call bullshit again. I'm gonna call bullshit
Oh
again.
my Lord.
Listen, she tried to get along more so with his daddy than she did with him, okay?
Listen,
she was about to be his stepmama. Okay.
That part. I have never seen such a sad doggy style on national television before until that came along. I was just so disappointed. Child.
I was disappointed in that kiss at the photo shoot. I was disappointed in I already told you, listen, I already read her. I'm not gonna do her again. It's okay. I'm gonna be nice, but listen.
It was what it was,
It was.
By the way,
like I said, we knew they wasn't going nowhere. That was
right.
obvious, I wasn't going to act that oblivious to it. We knew it wasn't going to work, but as far as them dating, but she wasn't. It is what it is, like you said.
No, for sure. And Angel, I know it's off topic, but listen, both of them are beautiful. But I have to say, Ashanti has more sauce to me. That's just me, but
yeah, definitely. But okay. Great question for something we're not talking about.
Right, listen. The network specialist, by the way, good to see you, network specialist. Y'all like, comment, share, subscribe to the network specialist. She's been reviewing the show as well. Some people felt like Aaron J didn't care because he plays for the other team. We talked about that in the early episodes. Okay. We don't know if he eats Skittles, but we did talk about that. Maybe he was looking for Joey to be his beard. Okay.
Listen, him and listen, like I said, I'm gonna try to be nice this one. Go ahead. Hold on, I'm gonna have to trade my coffee in for something a little stronger. I'm sorry. Okay, listen. Whether this man likes to taste the rainbow or not, the fact that he was there in that moment trying to connect with her,
correct,
and she kept on showing herself every single time that she had no liking for this man. She had absolutely no interest. There was no type of, even at least that we seen, and even I'm sorry, with what we seen, there's no way you can tell me that there was enough interaction or connection for people to feel like, oh, they could possibly work out. No, this woman made sure to let it be known every single chance she got that since the very first date, he was wrong. He couldn't get past that first date mistake. Exactly. He couldn't use a corkscrew. He couldn't dance. He doesn't drink. He's trying to be somebody he's not. Maybe she did see that he is, like her and likes both ways, which is fine. That's something that they have in common. They can have a whole hold down. No problem. You know what I'm saying? Giddy up and ride the ponies and everything else that comes with it. But don't sit there and string it along. That's the whole fucking point. Like, why would you string it along for so long? Like, I feel like it was camera time. Yeah, you say whatever you want to. It was all camera time. Because that girl didn't like that man. Not at all. Not one
Let's
bit.
do it. Ride it. Jump on it. My saddle. Baby, ride it, jump
She was
on
gonna
it.
jump on his daddy. It was either his daddy or a threesome with Chris. I don't know. Whichever one it was, something. It was not going to be with Aaron J. He was going to be the husband that wanted to watch. He would be that person because she would not want to have him involved, but she would be involved. Yeah,
Not a UCK. Not a UCK. Oh my lord. Hyla now. Oh my lord. Okay. All righty. Wow. Wow.
That's just what I see.
I mean, honestly, Jody and Sandia could have been a whole couple from that kiss. There was a lot of action in that kiss.
See, that's the whole thing. Sandia didn't like that stuff, but Chris tried to facilitate that, knowing what Jody likes. He wanted to make Jody happy, not Sandia, because Sandia had already told him that that's not something that she likes. So why would you sit there and try to pressure this woman into seeing if she will go along with what you asked just because you want it? You just trying to see how much she will go along with. If you ask her to do something, will she do it? And if she does it, how much further can you take it? How many times is she going to say yes to you? Is she going to say yes to everything you say? You push the limit. You was doing that for you and Jody's pleasure. That wasn't Sandy's. That was you and Jody's pleasure. That's why I said she would be more susceptible to either Aaron's daddy or Chris and Sandia.
No last told. No last told.
She would have slid down the stairwell. She would have went down that stairwell and slid down it before she would have let Aaron touch her like that.
Lord.
She would have got splinters and everything in her cooter cat just to keep from having to fuck with Aaron.
Oh no, not Jody riding plank from Ed and Eddie. Oh my Lord Jesus.
Listen.
Plank always did have a smile on his face though. You know what? I need to stop. I'm messing up some childhoods right now. Wait, how did Plank have a happy face, Braylon? Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, Josh, I understand you said that there was a lot that we didn't see, but I'm sorry. I just
and like I said, I can honestly say I really hate that it came that way because y'all. I mean, I'm laughing at what y'all said, but it does. I do hate that it looked that way because there was a lot of other sides of both of them that we all at the house saw, and it just wasn't conveyed at all on the show. So I do hate that about them, but y'all. It's like I said, if you're going by what you see, I'm not gonna get mad at nobody for their opinions on what you're gonna go by what you see. So I understand that, but it was like I said, it was clear that their relationship wasn't gonna work. Like that wasn't we all saw that. And we definitely he was trying to. I say he tried too hard. We saw he tried too hard at the wrong time. There were times where he should have and he didn't, and then there were times where he should have chilled back. And so it's just time. Like I said, I think the different maturity, the mindsets, I think that played a lot in their disconnect. Why they kept missing the mark too. Yeah, they're better off as friends.
But let me ask this though, Josh. To your point, you said, and I quote, he should have went in sometimes to try and pulled back. How could he go into trial, pull back when there wasn't any opportunity to try anything?
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. There were, like I said, there was moments where he should have spoken up, where he should have, led a little more and said what he said instead of being quiet. But
if she's not receiving anything from him, then all the actions are null and void. No.
I mean, there were times where he were able to say something too, though, and and she took a step back. She possibly had a trip. So that's why I say it's they just wasn't compatible.
He should have had it back. Yeah. Listen, when it comes to it, and we just gonna okay, we ain't gonna say I ain't gonna throw y'all in this. I ain't gonna throw y'all. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and stand on my own and just give my opinion because I don't want them to be like, oh my God, they said. No, I said. Okay, I'm just gonna call it out honestly, and especially after hearing what she said when Sharonda called y'all on video. it makes sense. Jody wants to be the man in the relationship. That's why she was so controlling and so dominant over Aaron. And Aaron was allowing that. Okay? He was allowing the domination. And he definitely should have spoken up more. But I feel like that's what kind of Jody's looking for. She's looking for that man that she can control and actually, you know, and honestly, maybe this might sound crazy, but her being that way, honestly, she really just needs a man that can control her. She doesn't have that. Aaron definitely wasn't that guy. Just like Jill Scott said, if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do.
Right.
But she needs a man that can tell her what to do. A man that's controlling, a man that's not controlling, but a man that has enough control to be able to
assertive.
Exert his, you know, right. He can, you know, kind of soften her up. Because I'm gonna tell you, as a dom, that is something that I look for in a relationship. Like, I have no problem being a dom. Like, I love it. It's, you know, that's just a part of life. But in my personal life, I want a man that's able to kind of dominate me. Now, the way that I may do to, you know, the, you know, others in business. But yeah, in personal life, like I want somebody to kind of like, hey, soften me the fuck up. Like, yeah, it's just,
and it's funny you said that, because that's why I'm saying this is the stuff that we were saying, because this is what we would tell Aaron. Like, we could tell this is actually what Jody wants. You can tell she wants that type of guy, and the more that she, you know, got around Aaron and the way he didn't assert himself and the way he was passive when he should have been, you know, it kind of, I guess, turned off as time went on. And by that point, now he can't say nothing to her. She put him in that you know, that lower class part of it. Now she don't look at him as that type of man now. And he, like I said, that was kind of his fault, because he, like I said, what they didn't show on the TV show, but when he first came to the house, he immediately went to the living room by himself. We was all at the dinner table eating dinner. He went to the living room by himself, and he was in there for a couple hours playing chess by himself. Like, he just completely stood away, and you know, we thought he was a little timid. He was uncomfortable. That's when Dominique even asked, you know, about his sexuality, wondering if he was bi or anything. Cause we didn't know what was going on. We even asked Jody, you know, what's up with your boy? I went in there at one point, checked, like, hey, you know, you can come in here. It's all cool. And he was just, you know, it was very awkward that first day with him. And then once he finally opened up, you know, he was a cool young guy. Like, he's young and like he's very naive and sheltered. It's obvious, but yeah, he has awkward ways about himself, and it's different than what most of us are used to. You know, it's not the judgment thing. Like, he really is a cool guy. He's a real cool, humble guy. It's just different. It's a different personality than what most, especially for me, what I see. I don't meet a lot of people like little Aaron and Memphis, being honest, you know.
And not to mention too, you know, because it was the first night, maybe, you know, nerves, stuff like that, and maybe just might be a comfortability for him of just being able to just rest his mind. So I because honestly, everybody has a tick that relaxes them. So I wouldn't judge someone's sexuality based off of that.
Speaking of just,
I don't think it was a tick. I think it was more so, you know, with the earrings and all that, you know, everything about it, you know. And like I said,
so it was asked. Did he confirm or deny?
I asked. He said he wasn't. You know, he said he just tried. He just wanted to try it out. He didn't understand the impact of wearing dangling rings with it. He didn't grow up in that generation. So we, like the way I grew up, you know, men who wear dangling earrings on a certain side, that meant they were gay. That's just what I was raised as told growing up. He didn't know that. So
maybe it wasn't just dangling earrings.
Yeah, he just, you know, he wanted to do his model thing. He's trying to do the acting. He's trying to do stuff. So I think he just wanted to try to stand out, and it kind of backfired on him, and made everybody question his sexuality, unfortunately. But
Yep. What, you laughing at my face? You were laughing at my face. I was waiting for you to notice it because I started with that went. Wait a minute, your mic is not okay.
Yeah, my mic is muted. Yeah, I'm over here like, shit. I done coughed so damn hard it got dizzy. Listen, y'all ain't finna take me out today. This is not my time to go.
So you're coughing because you dizzy, huh?
But like I said, it was more than just the dangly earrings. Okay, it was just a little more than the dangly.
I guess my mental D in terms of commentary is penetrating today. Anyway, moving on. Oh, you just caught what I said, didn't you? You just caught what I just said.
You know what? It's all right. I'm back. This is
you back?
I'm back.
You back?
I'm back.
You back? Okay. Hey, G Squad 68.
I don't know. That one just took me out. That last one just took me out.
Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Hi. I'm Braylon Lee. Nice to meet you. That's a Queen T with GG9. Nice to meet her. And then that brother right there is Joshua C. Not. Oh Lord, gee, I penetrated that bad. You need that?
I need to listen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome in, everybody. Josh from the Never Ever Bets. Gigi is so gonna get me after this damn show is over with. I promise you.
I definitely. It's okay. It's great. It's all right. You know. As long as you know what the fuck's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying. but you know what? It's okay because our last live, I think I got you quite a few times. So this is payback. I got you.
You gotta admit I'm fair though in my war with you. You gotta admit I'm very fair. I am very fair in my war. Because like I said, we don't rehearse this before going live. It's observation. That's all it is. G Squad 68, welcome in. Glad to have you here. KC, welcome in. Glad to have you here as well. Peace to you right back. So we are just talking with Josh about the episode, and I know me and Gigi and Josh, we all know why y'all here, and we are getting to that. We're just getting Josh's take from the episode. So after all that, happened.
We're going to get into some of the nitty because
yes,
there has been some stuff going on not only just on Reddit, but also I know that you had cleared the air on Reddit, but I would like for you to clear the air about some things here, because some people, they don't read Reddit, they don't know. So I would like for you to clear the air and actually just state your piece of what's really happening. And there's also some questions that I want to ask because we did interview. Well, it was kind of like a surprise, but we did have Aaron and Diamond on, on the review that we actually just did, and there were some things that had come up.
Correct.
And some questions that I did ask, and some things that were said that I actually wanted to get your perspective on, and just kind of find out what really is going on. So, yeah. But go ahead and move on.
Can y'all still hear me just fine? My headphones died, so I got your speakerphone now.
No, yes we can. Gigi, do you want to start off with the last day? Because there was a particular quote that Josh said.
Yes. Okay. So the last day comes, and this is after, this is the part where everybody's deciding, who's going home with each other, who's staying. We already knew that Jody's motherfucking ass was going to not leave with Aaron. We knew that was not even going to be a thing. But pretty much everybody else left together. There was a statement that you had made when it came to you and Shay. And you were talking about her being a potential wife. Now, I brought up the fact that although you said she could be a potential wife, you did not specify she could be your potential wife. Is there a difference, or was that just, you were just saying just in general?
Oh, I was just tired. I didn't mean like that deep or anything like that. No, that's just kind of just the way I said it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because that was a very observational point. I'm just like, after 12 years of dating virtually and this experience, you would think that, hey, she passed somewhat of a test if I, stayed around her for so long. And like you said at the top of the show, not the fact of an engagement, but just kind of claiming her more in that statement.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I didn't mean like that at all. I'm sorry if it came off that way. I think maybe because of how it ended, I can see how y'all feel. Because the way it ended with the check-in, I can see how you can go back and look at that and see it that way. But no, I didn't think it was just the way I said it.
Okay. Understood, because that was a lot.
Now, it showed also that you and Shay went and got y'all quick in 6 minutes. They counted.
Yeah, they was funny for that. So I could tell we didn't have sex at all. What we just went around the whole. They had the camera with us the whole time, so they couldn't stop the bullshit. And we just went to each room. We had a whole little thing. We were talking about different little points of memories of the house and shit like that. And then we walked back out. It was all for sure. But they was funny for that. I got a good laugh out of it though.
I was like, well, he said a quickie shit. It's under 10, so.
But see, we also said do it in every room too. So I need more than 6 minutes to go to every room now. Come on now, it's 14 beds in that house.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Listen,
and you got to count recovery time.
Right, then you got the extra room in the boom boom room. So shit,
for sure.
It's a lot of repairs to
Look, the car was coming. Y'all didn't have time for that shit. Like,
no.
Yeah, no, right. The car's sitting outside waiting. And then I'll give y'all this other little behind the same thing to this too. So the way we filmed that, we all were at the house still. This is the last day of filming. So basically, when everybody got in their cars, they literally just drove next door and waited until everybody got done, and then everybody come back to the house. So that's it was set up that way.
Oh, okay. So the setup of y'all driving off and stuff. Okay, so y'all still out the house. Okay.
Yeah. Everybody, we probably still stayed at the house for another 3 days after that, 3 or 4 days after that. So everybody get done doing their interviews and everything like that. So we still probably had there.
So to give context on that, now this is a little bit of media game, as me and Gigi do so often around here. Whenever you see a confessional, sometimes the confessional will happen after a big event that has happened, or it'll be confessional day where there'll be a monitor and they'll watch that, and then a producer, you'll never hear the producer, but a producer will ask a question, and then that's how you see all the confessionals. So when Josh said that they stayed around for 3 to 4 days, that was to wrap everything up, all the confessionals, all the promo shoots, this, that, and the third, and everything in between.
Yeah.
And I will say too, in our confessionals, they actually did not show us any videos to refresh our memories. So they would slick. They would tell us what happened. And it's just up to you to be sober enough, because you remember there's alcohol every day. So it's up to you to be sober enough when you go into your damn confessional to make sure you don't say nothing crazy or get caught slipping like
quite a few of my cast members got caught slipping.
So wait a minute. They didn't show y'all any video.
No, they didn't
Then
show. They didn't show a single video clip.
Then how did y'all know what to talk about?
They
Because
would tell us, if we needed clarification. Yeah, if we needed clarification, they'll just tell us what happened.
okay, because I'm just like
So
you.
like
Somebody.
I said, but there's also, you gotta hope that your memory serve you correct with what they
Right.
say, because they'll twist it up a little bit and say it a little differently, and you don't remember because what they asked you is something that happened a week ago, and you already, you've been drinking it the whole time. They slick. I say that. They some slick ones.
And that's what I'm saying, because I could walk in and producers like, Bray, how you feeling today? Well, you know what? I actually am pissed the fuck off today, Bray. We didn't ask for. No, you asked how I felt.
Right.
So you know what I mean? Because some people, and this is the fun of reality TV. Somebody who is really real is a gift to television. Because if somebody would have went to one of those confessionals and been like, well, you know what? This is how I really fucking feel today. Well, we didn't ask it, but go right ahead since you telling us about it. Like, so.
Since you want to say how you really feel today, shit. I guess we got time to listen.
That part.
Shit. And then you got somebody that come on talking about on set 10 minutes. Fuck, good, thank you. I had to listen to this shit for another second. I was finna fucking lose it.
That part. It's a lot. When I tell y'all, it's more moving parts than y'all see on TV. Y'all, if y'all could have a set visit, y'all be amazed.
Because either you're going to get that person, or you're going to get the person that's going to egg you on. Or you come in, I'm pissed off, I hate the world. You know what? The world is a fucked up, shitty place. It is a shitty fucking place. I can't stand this place. You know what? You shouldn't stand this place. This place isn't for you to stand. You know, you should understand that this place right here is going to eat you up. It's going to swallow you whole. You know what? That's how I feel. I feel like I'm drowning in the mouth of a whale. You know what? That whale is going to swallow the fuck out of you. And then again, you got somebody coming in talking about 10 minutes, and they're like, you know what? Let's talk about this for another 10 minutes. So by the time you get out there on fucking camera, you're pissed the fuck off, and they're catching all of it. They're catching every bit of it. They're loving the moment because they know, oh, some shit might actually happen. He was already rowdy before you got in here. I just put some more shit in your ear. Now, what you don't know is somebody else on the cast has another problem. Now, it might not be as we finna make some shit again. Okay? We finna make some shit pop. Explosion.
Yes, exactly how it go. They be all in your face. They come laugh, joke with you. Oh, you're my favorite. So let me tell you about this. And then sometimes, because each couple has their own producer, sometimes that other couple, their producer would come to us and try to get us to start shit with they. See, it's so many little intricates that come into it. And this is why I say, not to knock on Aaron and Diamond with the whole message thing, but at the end of the day, they came to everybody and tried stuff. But at the end of the day, no one can make you do something but yourself. You are an adult. You chose to go in there and do that shit. Regardless of somebody came at you, you chose to do that. And you chose to take it that far. And then you get upset when the retaliation came back towards you, because they're not gonna cut the production out. They're gonna cuss your ass out. And that's why you in your feelings, because production set you up to do some shit and you took the bait for it. And you got your ass towed up for doing it. Where other people, we were smart enough to catch on to what's going on. Like I said, even the hot seat game, I stopped playing because I knew where it was going. When they told us the rules of the game, I knew exactly where that was going. I'm not finna participate in this because I'm not here for this drama and this mess. I'm here for my person. I don't care about that shit. So I just did certain games I didn't participate in because I knew where it was meant to get to. And I'm not gonna do it. Where Chris had his whole thing with Toronto, like I told y'all, I shut the fuck up. Even though I wanted to say something at certain points, because certain things that like Millie, for instance, how she was targeting Chris, I'm the type of person, right is right, wrong is wrong. I tell everybody who's fucking up. I say it to everybody. Right. And so there was times I wanted to say something, but in that moment, no, because I know this is meant to catch a reaction for TV, and I'm not finna do that. So I'll wait till we done with this and go talk about it later, when we calm down. And that's just how I feel like, even with Aaron and Diamond, it's the older people. If y'all wanted to do it this way, that's how you should have did it. It's a time and a place to do it, but y'all knew what y'all was doing. Like we're not gonna sit there and act like, oh, production talk. No, yeah, they might have said it, but at the end of the day, you made the conscious decision to go that far and to take it that far.
Well, with all that being said, one thing production did not do was this check-in. Now, me and Gigi have been pushing for a live reunion, 3-part live reunion, 2 hours each, because we knew where this was going to go. If this was not wrapped up in a bow where viewers would be satisfied, the reunion would be happening on YouTube. And look at where we are. We're doing the reunion live on YouTube. And if I'm not mistaken, say that again, Gigi.
Now, like it's here.
That part. And if I'm not mistaken, Gigi, on one of our virtual tours that we took together, along with our legendary, the legendary tourists, in the words of legendary Alpha and Cedar Virtual Travels, Virtual Tour family, Josh said, and I quote, "I will not do a reunion unless it's live."
Mm-hmm.
So, when we talked to Aaron H. and Diamond, they said that it was an update, but they didn't know it was going to be for TV.
Oh, that's bullshit. We knew that was going on TV. Everybody knew that was getting shown. That's bullshit.
So wait a minute. This is why we asked for context. When this was happening, did you get email from Owen and Burmori Productions of, hey, you and Shay will have this interview at this time, and it will be on the 10th episode?
They didn't tell us which episode it would be on, but they definitely I saw the date. They said it was 4 months later. It actually was like 6 months later, 6 or 7 months later. But they had us do Zoom meetings. They let us know that it was gonna be live recorded. They always tell us when it's live recorded. And that's as far as it's being recorded for TV. They always tell us that ahead of time. Before we get on there, they told me, they was gonna talk to Shay first, and then at one point they'll call me in. So I was in a little waiting room, wait for to get called in, and then we come in. So that whole part was filmed. They let us know. We all knew we was gonna be on it. So that's bullshit.
So you didn't know for what episode? Wait.
Yeah,
hang on. Let me.
I was gonna show it at the end, but we knew that they was doing this to put to the air. I mean, they wasn't recording it for no reason,
No, and that's why I was about to poke a hole in the theory just for a minute, because you just said you didn't know which episode, but also too, you just said it's 4 months later. Now they were gonna put this in episode 5.
No,
so
what
it had to be.
Is like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know if they was gonna do like a where they at now, like an episode in itself, like it'd be like an episode 11 or something. I didn't know how they was gonna do it as far as where they placed it at, but we knew they
got you. Okay, thank you for the context, because honestly, that's what me and Gigi were thinking too. That it was either going.
It wasn't 4 months, even though.
Yeah, and I said, it wasn't 4 months. It was actually like 6. It was like 6-7 months later. It wasn't 4 months. So we got done filming a couple days before Thanksgiving. And then some of us, or at least most of us, they asked us to come back out there in March to do some more, to redo some of our interviews at our confessionals. And then about another 2 months after that is when we did this check-in.
Okay, gotcha. Because what we were thinking was, me and Gigi, it was either going to be a Where Are They Now episode, maybe digital exclusives on Own's YouTube channel, or a live reunion. Now Gigi brought up a very articulate point that because this was the first season, that they didn't know that this was going to be a hit. And so this was just kind of testing the waters to see what it was going to be. But with that being said, there was no way that production made this up with what happened with you and Shay, because it was hard, strong, and fast.
Yeah,
I mean, there was no cruise control at all.
It was way worse than what they actually showed, believe it or not. At this point, me and Shay, man, we was mad at each other. We had got into it real bad during that little time between us getting back home, and when it came to, even by the time that we went back to do those early interviews I told you about, we was into it at that time too. So we had been going back and forth, kind of mad at each other at the time. So by the time that we got on that check-in, that was the first time that we had like actually talked in like probably about a month or so. So, or maybe even 2 months. So by that point, a lot of shit that was held in kind of came out on the live because we, it mad at each other type of stuff, and that's just kind of how that played out. It was honestly, it was embarrassing. Shay called me, we got into it again, but we did talk and and clear the air after everything after that. But yeah, it was bad, just us being one of our toxic moments, honestly.
Yeah, because and honestly, like no, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, seriously, go right ahead. Because I was just going to say how the
ask, go ahead and like you clear the air and just see or say where you and Shay are at this moment. Are you guys together or are you not together?
Right.
Okay, yeah, no, right now, no, we are not together. We don't have any beef or no tension between each other. Like we talk on a regular basis, but as far as dating relationship wise, we're not. And it's nothing that she did wrong. I want to make sure I say this. She didn't do anything wrong at all. It's just one thing I can say from just a lot of stuff that had happened, and just in my personal life, that I just needed a relationship. Truthfully, was the last thing that I needed to be wearing on. Like I needed to wear it on my mental, my sanity, what I had going on in my face, just real life issues and circumstances. And like I said, just I felt like things with me and Shay, even on top of what I was dealing with, they kind of got stagnant. I ain't gonna say stagnant. I felt like it went back to where it went before we got on the show, where the miscommunication or the lack of communication, because that's what me and Shay's problem had always been. And I felt like it went back to that. And it's like, well, I got all this other shit going on. I don't have time to keep dealing with this again when I got this going on. And that just kind of how I just had to separate myself from just relationships, period, just dating, period, just doing like the guys. I really need to focus on me. So it was nothing Shay did per se, but I just had to, for my mental, I just had to take a step back.
No, understood.
Yeah.
Because from the crack of the check-ins, it was just a tidal wave of what the actual fuck is going on. Like It was just one after the other. And so, let me go in my notes here, because it started off with, Jody and Aaron J, which give two fucks about them. We knew that was bullshit. But then Sienna said that, no, it was what it was. We ain't on bullshit here. I mean, you know how we roll, how we get down, how we move, like what it is. So then Sienna still is talking to Brandon about taking a trip together. But then Brandon said, no, actually, I'm taking a trip, and she just happened to be coming through potentially. And he met somebody at a concert, kissed her. Now, here's where it gets interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Dominique said Sienna keeps in touch with Dom and said on Instagram post, "Happy Sunday, handsome," with the heart eyes emoji. And then Dom got into Millie's DM, which that tells me that, and Greg found out, which means to me that it seems like this cast to go to Aaron J's place of peace, chess. It just seemed like just chess pieces moving. When it was a convenient move, the move was made. But it's all leading up to this. That when Alexis came up, and she said that Josh made a pass at her.
She said it was true.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, she did. I know.
Like I said, I know. I went and got on Reddit and did Ask Me Anything segment. Then this thing I know every day since then, Hub, Aaron, and Diamond, they all took their turn trying to do it too. And it is what it is. I'm so sick of going back and forth about the shit. But I mean, like I said before, nothing happened. It wasn't that big of a deal. I'm still standing by that because that's what it was. Folks just tried to be messy, start shitting, and being petty. Don't nobody know. Well, from what I heard, certain people don't know who to trust, so they just gonna go with the first person that told them something, and they gonna ride with it, trying to save face. And at this point, whatever, shit.
Now, understand that is your absolute complete right. However, what happened next? And I guess that they did these interviews separately with all y'all because it wasn't all together at one. And honestly, thank God it wasn't, because y'all as a cast, oh my Lord Jesus, imagine doing an Andy Cohen reunion like that, child.
Right.
So with that being said, editing the production team and the editors did their job because it went from that straight into Shay.
Right.
So Taronda asked Shay, how's it going with Josh? And it was left, right, head on a swivel. And you know, Gigi's mic went out earlier. I'm not saying that to drag, but I'm saying that to emphasize this point. Technology is technology, right? My mic could go out anytime. Don't know why. I gotta restart my computer. But this was video is working. See the live video that's working right now. Mic is working. This was nothing. And then Shay said that, you know, Josh isn't serious, and I've only talked to Josh twice.
Right.
And so does that go back to the miscommunication? That you guys only talked twice?
That's back from the beef. Like I said, at this point, Shay's still mad at me because we got into it. At that point, it was about 2 months that we hadn't talked, but like I said, a couple months before that, when we did the confessionals, that's when we kind of got into it about then. So we probably talked twice since we did the confessional part. That's probably true at that particular time, yeah.
Because when she said that Josh wasn't serious, was that because you weren't giving the adequate investments of assurance to her for her to feel okay, or what was
it was probably that, and then like I said, with just all those, you know, deaths I had that happened after that, and then just I kind of pushed myself away. I kind of isolated myself. I had some other issues that I didn't tell her about, that, you know, when I did talk to her about, she was upset that I didn't tell her. It wasn't nothing bad, nothing involved another woman or anything. It was health related. And, you know, she was mad at me for withholding that information from her, and it's none to her. It's not that I didn't trust open up to her, but it's kind of like a default setting of mine that, you know, I isolate myself when there's shit going on, because I'm always the one dealing with it anyway. You know, there's usually no one there anyways. So that's just kind of a default setting for me to just put my head down, go into the cave and deal with what I'm dealing with. So it, you know, like I said, it wasn't nothing that she did wrong in per se. Like, you know, me and Shay, we get into it. Shay can talk crazy, as y'all know. She'll just say all type of shit when she get mad. And, you know, she say certain things and it kind of it can hit a nerve at times, and, you know, it finally hit a nerve and we got into it real bad. And so, like I said, by the time the check-in came, it was the backlash. And like I said, it was way worse than what they actually showed. Like, it was a hot ghetto mess, to be honest. Like the way
listen, if they put the if they put the uncut episodes on Discovery Plus, I feel like we would have a whole different review. Gigi, when you're ready, when you're ready to get into the next part, that's where shit hit the fan, because that was not production or anybody else who.
No, yeah, that was us. It just finally spilled over. Like I said, at that point, it probably was about 2 months that we hadn't talked to each other. And like I said, when Shay get mad, she do petty stuff. Yeah, I see how she get on social media. She did the same shit to me at the time. So, you know, we got into it, and she tried to do stuff to make me jealous. And so that, even with me saying that I had been dating somebody, like, even she knew I wasn't dating nobody, but that was just me just saying something just to antagonize, because she just pissed me the fuck and embarrassed me on TV trying to say shit. You know, so that's just kind of what that was.
That's a reoccurring. Braylon, does that sound familiar to you? Because that sounds like a reoccurring thing to me, because when it was asked about Aaron H. and his confessional and the check-in and what he said to Diamond, he said the same thing. They was into it.
That's because he heard me say it first. Y'all ain't catching on to that. He heard me say it first.
Gigi, if you could repeat what Shay said about Josh, because that was not prompted by production. Not at all.
What part that he was a whore? She said you was a whore.
Yeah, that's why I say Shay, she does that. She get mad, she say stuff. You know. Honestly, it's just what it was.
But that was no stutter in that. That was
horse need love too.
You said what now?
I said horse need love too.
I can't hear.
Oh, she said horse need love too.
I said horse need love too.
Oh, But no, I mean, honestly, truthfully, Shay, when she get mad, she, like I said, me and Shay done got in. This is not new. We didn't argue. We done had bad arguments, and Shay, like, she say all types of crazy stuff when she mad. And it's to me, it's normal. And that's why you don't see me reacting the way that everybody's like, oh, she said. That's why you don't see me do it, because this is sad to say. This is normal. This is how Shay gets when she get mad. You know, so.
Oh, we've seen. We have seen.
That's just how it is. She'll say, you know, she even with some of the stuff she, you know, when she say about Diamond and Aaron when she get mad. I mean, some of this shit don't even make sense either. You know, but she just when she get mad, she just try to say whatever to get a reaction, and I just know to not give her that reaction.
That reaction.
Yeah, and I just know not to give it to her. Like I said, at the end of the day, I've been dealing with Shay with, like I said, 14 years at this point. Like, that's not bullshit. It's not fake. I basically grew up with Shay in a sense. Mentally, anyways. I know how she is. I know how she gets. So that's just what that was.
Because honestly, and Gigi, we talked about this on the on Virtual Tour Live with Aaron H and Diamond. When she said that, and I put in my description box, so Josh, you know I'm a straight shooter. That when she said that, that kind of made me think, was the story actually valid of what happened that night in the hallway?
Especially the way they put it on the show. Yeah, I mean, y'all. I'm gonna tell you this: y'all don't even catch it. They threw so many little hints even at the thing earlier throughout the episodes. If y'all really caught where somebody will say a certain thing and then the camera pan to Alexis, and it was implying about it said something about, you know, some people find the love of their life, some people find a nightmare, some shit like that. And when they said it, it panned to Alexis. Now y'all not being the viewers, you didn't know what was gonna happen, but us at the house did. So we catch little shit like that. And you know, when you seen the game where at the dinner table, if you notice one of the games that we played, where they asked about something about who wanted to have an orgy, and then it ended up being Jody, and then they asked about the threesome, and then it was me. Did y'all notice they just skipped from that and went on? They didn't show everybody else's. Like, those were the little Easter eggs that they was doing to set up. So, you know, so I seen it, and I knew where it was gonna go. So like I said, but me and knowing what happened, knowing that nothing really happened, I'm not getting upset about it. I've literally been laughing at it. Like, it's funny. I see how they setting it up on TV, and it's been hilarious.
So wait a minute. So for those of you who may not remember, there was a game night where Jody was asking questions to the couples of like kinks and things of that energy, right? So when you said that threesome answer, that was just a goof answer just to say it?
No, actually, so the whole threesome conversation, the reason it came up in the first place is literally that same, maybe about an hour before that, is when me and Shay told the whole house about the conversation and about Alexis being in that room. At that point, nobody knew that Alexis was in that room. All these people talking about they knew the next day, they told somebody, all this bullshit. No one knew until me and Shay actually told the rest of the house. No one knew nothing. Me and Shay brought that up first. So that's and then when we had the dinner that night, obviously when you asked who wanted it, it was clear as day who that answer was. We literally just talked about it, you know. So that's just what that was.
Okay, and thank you for the context, because honestly, and this is the thing, being a viewer, we're taking it as face value. Right. You're generally interested in a threesome. We didn't think that was a goof answer. You know what I mean? So even though that they were planting clues allegedly, because me and Gigi weren't there in production. I mean, it sounds like we are in production because that's just how good we are at giving game. But with that being said, with those clues being hinted in, like, you still didn't have to say that answer if you really weren't interested, because the game was just
no. It wasn't about her. They was asking like they were asking like things that you wanted to try that you've never tried before. So, you know, something that you're interested in. I've never had a threesome before, so that is something I am interested in trying. I'm not gonna deny that. That doesn't mean all because I didn't try to have a threesome with Alexa. It doesn't mean I don't want to have a threesome, or at least I try to do. But I never tried it with Alexa. That part never happened. But
understood. It was just the quarrel. It was just all the circumstances. That's what I'm saying.
And I get that. I get that completely.
Way to other people.
Because even how it look how for Jody, where you like y'all saying, you it's clear as day that you're not interested in the man you in, but then you're saying you have an orgy. You know, it just plays into the
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, so I get it. It's just playing into the narrative of, you know, what they was doing. But you know, that's why I don't get offended by it when, like I said, when I see how they do certain stuff, I don't take it personal because I know it's meant to make it look spicy for TV. Like I get that. At the end of the day, there's 14 people at the house, or at a certain point 10. If 3 people got one story, but the other 10 got another, I mean, let's just be real about that. We all at this house, we know what we saw. You can go around and play on certain situations because, you know, they didn't show certain things like certain cast members have done. They play on certain stories because they didn't show it. You can say that all day long, but at the end of the day, there's 10 other fucking people in the house who did see it, who all saw it. So you can keep saying it didn't happen, but we all saw it. So, you know, and it's just one of them situations.
Okay, so just to clarify, so you were saying that when you guys told the house about Alexis, that was before the game at the dinner table.
Right.
Okay. So that was just ammunition for you to answer that you wanted a threesome. That was just kind of like ammo for them to.
Yeah, I guess what production did, but that's also how this whole rumor thing happened because earlier that day as well is when Shay and Diamond had got into it because Shay was mad about. At the time, I didn't know this. I didn't know at that time, but Shay Diamond had looked Shay up on Facebook while we was at the house, and Shay got upset about that. They had a little thing about it. I know about the whole thing with Aaron. I know he's been going around talking about that, but there was another moment where Diamond looked Shay up, and she walked up to Shay and said something about she couldn't find her or something. And Shay got upset. I didn't know about that at that time because I think I was doing an interview. I was going from the house or something, so I didn't know about that at the time, but they had got into it earlier that day as well. So this was all playing into that, and then at some point that night, that's when Diamond went and called Alexis or whatever, said whatever, and then that's how this whole thing blow up like that.
Okay, so let me ask something because, you know, we had Aaron and Diamond on last show, and when it came to that, their recollection of the whole Facebook thing was that everybody was at the table in a group, or at least the guys was in a group, and everybody was talking about how it had come out before production or before, you know, you guys had got to the house. People's Facebook, I guess, information had come out.
Yeah,
so
with
that, looking up people.
Correct.
Yeah, no, with that, so Aaron, what they're telling you about is a separate situation. This happened more than once at the house. This was a separate situation. This is after, and Diamond wasn't even there for the conversation. Huh?
Let me give you the full recollection of what she said.
Okay.
Excuse me. I said, let me give you the full count of what she said because I want to know what it is that is, you know, how does it differentiate from what you know?
Okay.
So anyway, the guys, I guess, were at the table going over, like, you know, how they had looked up different people on Facebook after they had gotten the information. Everybody was saying basically they had looked up different people, and I guess who went back and told? Somebody went back and told. I think did he say Josh went back and told Shay?
I think so.
That everybody was that you were looking at people's, you know, everybody was looking at people's Facebook pages, and you guys had gotten mad about it. Shay got mad about it. She had basically, you know, went and confronted Aaron and Diamond, and at that time it was, I guess, squashed. Everything was supposed to be handled like y'all was supposed to have been over it. It was good. And then later on in the day, when you guys were all sitting at the table again together, I think she said like during dinner or something, but you guys were all sitting at a table again, and then Shay came basically in and began to question her again about the whole Facebook thing, and she was confused because she thought everything was handled and done with, like the whole Facebook thing was just done and over with, but it wasn't, because Shay came back later and brought it up again as if it was something new.
Okay. So like I said,
and also she did say, she did make the comment that I guess Shay was looked up again, and some more information had come out.
Correct.
And that's probably why Shay got so mad about it, because she didn't want the information that was out to be
out. Yep.
Okay, right.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, those were actually two separate moments of Shay being looked up at the house. So this is one of them situations where they kind of blend and trying to blend what wasn't shown and what was shown. But so I'll get to the conversation part first with Aaron and them, because like I said, apparently Diamond had looked Shay up on Facebook earlier. I didn't know about this part, but this happened before Aaron had brought this whole little situation up. And so this is after we left from I can't remember if we was at the movies or we had went out to a hookah lounge. It was one of those nights where we were just out at the house. And like I said, they usually separate the crew when we go out in those little moments. Mm-hmm. So we just happened to get home before the women did that day. And so so Aaron had, we did talk about this list that got emailed out. And they accidentally sent it to us, and they had everybody's name on there. Now, him saying that he tried to look up to see who everybody was, that never was the issue. The problem came was because when he brought up Shay's name, so Shay isn't her real name. So they had her real name up there, then they had Shay Carter in parentheses. Mm-hmm. So he asked me like, I thought your girl had been lying. I thought you was getting catfish or something. Well, he didn't know that was my girl at the time, but he was bringing it up saying, do you really know? It basically asked me, did I really know that was Shay's real name? Did I know that all? And I'm like, yeah, I know Shay's real name. Like I explained that, it wasn't no big deal. Now I did mention it to Shay the next day, and I can genuinely say I didn't think it was a big deal. I didn't expect Shay to get upset about that. But this is also before I found out that Diamond had already been looking her up in the house. I didn't know that at the time. So at first I didn't see why Shay got so upset about it. I didn't think it was a big deal. I mean, he wondered if I was being catfished. I wouldn't, because you can say they was already trying to pick holes in our stories anyway. So he was trying to use this, and like I said, I already knew that, so it wasn't a big deal. So I did mention it to Shay that he had said something about her real name and all that, and yeah, she did get upset about it, and she at the dinner table she just went off about it. And I didn't even know she was doing it, so she just went off about it. It caught me off guard because like I said, I'm not at the house when these little situations like that happen. I'm usually gone doing interviews or doing something else, so I'm not there when it happens. So I'm finding stuff out even at the dinner table. This is my first time hearing about it. I didn't even know about it at the time. Oh. And she initially did say something to Diamond, and then Diamond was basically saying it wasn't her, it was Aaron. And then after she said that, Shay diverted her attention towards Aaron. And then the argument blew up and got worse because Aaron decided to, because even though he typically argued with women in the house, since he didn't do this because I was sitting right there. So instead of arguing with her, he just wanted to mock her and just repeat everything she said, just nag and antagonize, which didn't do nothing but piss off even more. And at this point, I'm kind of irritated because this is me and Shay's, this is our night to cook at the house, and we had been cooking the entire day. Because we cooked everything from scratch. So we had been cooking that whole entire day. We really bonded and connected that day. Even the producers were making comments like, y'all look like a married couple. Like, we really had a good time bonding. And then I felt like you ruined it to argue over with these motherfuckers. Like, just excuse my language, but for real, like, you really let them get you out over this. And then you had to do it now at dinner time when you couldn't wait till we got done. I got upset about that. I even got mad at Shay about that, and I talked to Shay about it. But I was at this point, I'm so fed up with the bullshit between all of them. I'm the one that actually went up to their room with no cameras around, and I told them, look, they said what they had to say. I said, that's cool. From the rest of the time we here, y'all leave her the fuck alone. Don't say shit else to her. She won't say none of y'all. We'll be done with that. We can nip this in the bud. We can have a great rest of the fucking time. That's how that shit actually went. And then I went downstairs to Shay. And I told her what I said, and it was there. And even me and Shay got into it. Shay got into it that night because I guess she was mad I didn't make a scene. I don't fucking know. I guess she wanted me to make a scene and do it in front of the camera. I'm not here for TV, like I kept saying. I'm a grown man. If I got a problem with you, I'm gonna come to you as a man and tell you my problem and nip in the bud. I'm not doing this for TV. But at the same time with Shay, she don't always let stuff go. And she keep going at it. And like I'm telling Shay, you need to calm down because this could escalate. And then if it escalates, Aaron is clearly the type to press charges if something were to get physical. I'm being jailed in California. I don't know nobody out here. Like, it's not this serious in the first place, but you're gonna make it this serious because you won't let it go and you keep on with it. And after a while, it's gonna happen because even though he likes to argue with women, he trying to avoid doing it because I'm there. He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna keep quiet forever. Because come on, y'all see, he ain't got no problem jumping in women's face. And at the end of the day, you wasn't gonna jump in Shay's face. It just wasn't gonna happen. So that's just how that went. It was chaos. Compared
well, I mean, it's been. I mean, honestly, the chaos the chaos off the show is a whole nother show. Honestly,
I'm glad you said that. And then as far as the record go and they're pulling stuff up, see, this is the comedy of that. Shay Carter is not her real name. So whoever background check or whoever information record that you posted on Facebook, that's so sad that you randomly post some random person in Miami stuff on, because that's not Shay's name. That's not her real name. That's not her real first or last name. Right. So that's not her government name. You're not gonna be able to find none on her record just looking up Shay Carter. You might find a social media page, but you was not gonna find none on her background looking up Shay Carter.
Understood. And I will say this, right? Because I've had those moments too, right? Of, saying what needs to be said and sometimes going a little too far. I think it's a difference between arguing in women's faces and trying to stand up for what's right. You know what I mean? Because when it comes to that whole situation and stuff like that, most of the time, if you talk to me or you talk to somebody, you're going to get a response, right? From what I've seen of the men on the show, it didn't seem that any of the men created any energy for there to be an argument. And so I think so.
I mean, we had moments, it's just that we don't take it that far. We know how to talk
exactly
and not get along, because like I said, everybody didn't agree with everything Chris said. Everybody definitely didn't agree with everything Aaron said. Hell, Chris and Aaron probably bumped heads the most because of their contrasting mindsets. And it's like, and they even said some little petty shit, which like I said, Chris used to call Aaron a beta fish the whole entire time, like literally to his face, call him a beta male, and he used to call him that the whole time he was there. And Aaron didn't like it, and they, everybody had little moments. It's just that men kind of can't, we don't always take it that way.
Right, and that's what I'm saying, right? So and that's totally your right to have that opinion that Aaron argues with women. But I think also, too, it just depends on the person, because sometimes it's not about man or woman arguing. It's just that person. That if you coming to me with that energy, I'm going to match the energy.
Okay, but the thing with that was, say with Jody. Jody never matched the energy. He came to Jody with that. She never said anything to Aaron. She never said anything to him, but he attacked her. He didn't do that. I can see why you have your issue with Diamond's sister. That's something that's clearly personal that y'all dealt with outside the show. That's something different. I won't even get into that one. But even with Jody didn't do none of that, man. He didn't say nothing to her. But there was no reason for him to get in her face like that and do all that.
And you are right. Jody didn't really say anything, but with the context on that, all y'all saw it in the house that Jody was not even giving Aaron J any time. And so that whole situation of like, I'm calling you out on your ish is way different. Now, was the approach right? Probably not. But also too, when something needs to be said, it ain't always going to be the most articulately said. And this is coming from somebody who opens up his mouth pretty much every day. I
understand completely what you're getting at there, and this is what we was here for. Then by all means, go ahead and do that. But you're here for your own person, and you ain't sitting really talk to your person at all because y'all worrying about everything else. And then as you find out when you get to episode 10, now you finding out about Monica or whoever his daughter brought up, that's a conversation y'all should have had the first couple of days y'all was at the house. But you ain't have time to focus on what you needed to because you and everybody else shit. And even when it came to Jody and Aaron, I mean, yeah, we could, after a while we could see how that was going, but No one really cared that much. Nobody was that invested. That whole everybody was talked about them. Like, no, everybody might have noticed it wasn't going nowhere, but nobody sat up there and had conversations about them too. Or even if something was going on between her and Chris, nobody thought that. No one cared. No one. Everybody was there for their own person. And then we have our little moment where we all hang out as a group. But no one was worrying about it. No one paid attention to that.
Right.
We knew it. Like I said, we could tell it was weird, their dynamic. I'm not saying it wasn't. We all could tell it was a weird dynamic they had, but none of us was sitting there just talking about it and sitting all day one. We wasn't, because you can say the same with Chris and Sandia. They're Haitian, their culture. It was weird how certain things Chris would say, and how she just sit there and be cool with it. I don't know their culture, so I don't even know if that's normal for them. I don't know their dynamic. So I'm not gonna sit here and keep questioning and wondering and all in their business. I'm not here for y'all. And I told people at the house multiple times, I hope the best for y'all, but it don't matter to me whether it work out for y'all or not. And I'm just being honest. I'm not here for y'all. I hope it works for y'all, but it's not what I'm here for.
Right. Understood.
And I just felt like if everybody was there for what they were supposed to be there for, then you know that's what it should have been. I felt like there was no need for it. Like I said, I know they say it wouldn't have been no drama or no mess if we didn't do it. Y'all better stop underestimating productions. They know how to stir their own shit up. They didn't need your help.
No, I mean that is absolutely true. And like I said, I genuinely love all y'all. You know what I mean? Like this heated fellowship. It's all in good love, because at the beginning, middle, end of the day, everything is different in the eye of the beholder. I was just giving a different point of view, because sometimes when people say what needs to be said, it can be combative, argumentative, it can be disrespectful when it's just you just saying what's on your mind.
And that's very true. But hey, maybe it's a way to do things, and sometimes it's a time to do things as well.
Agree.
And like I said, now we're in this house. Now, if you really, this is how I took it. If you genuinely had an issue, or you really cared about this situation, as the older person, you should have pulled them to the side and talked to them one-on-one instead of make a big scene in front of this damn TV. That's what you do when you genuinely care, as everybody did in the house. When people genuinely seen something, they went to that person, pulled them to the side, and talked to them as adults. We're not here to make scenes for TV, because when it's started, like Greg and Millie, they had their little issues. Right. I sat down with Millie and talked to Millie. Hey, this is what I'm seeing from the outside looking in. Maybe you can tone down a little bit, because that guy clearly likes you. You don't have to have your wall up all the way and be so hard with Greg, because she was at the beginning. But everyone in the house can clearly see Greg is enthralled with this girl. You can calm down a little bit, give him a chance. And same with Greg, hey, open up a little bit. Be more willing to try. Expand your mindset on certain things. So that's we had these conversations because we generally care about certain people, but there was no need to make a scene out of it. And then when you do it that way, you take the message out of it, you take the genuinity out of it. That if your intentions were true, you took it out of it now.
Understood.
Right.
And like I say, I generally don't have a problem with them two. Like, we're cordial. We talked to them. We spoke to them. Like, we had them on. We laughed with them at times. It wasn't a problem. It's just, like I said, y'all want to keep going on about your age and your wisdom, but you ain't showing that to us. You acting more childish than you acting younger than us in certain instances. You're not doing that. So it's like, and then at the end of the day, you at this damn house with us. We all in the same boat. You ain't got much room to talk. You told us your personal experience with your past, and I won't get into it. That's his personal thing. He can tell y'all if he want, but you told us different things already as it is. So motherfucker, you almost the last person need to be talking to us from the stuff that you done told us. That thank God it didn't make it on the camera. Just stuff you told us. You in the same boat we in. You got shit to work on too. And that's just kind of what it was. Like I said, but I generally don't have a problem with them, but the message stuff, y'all, come on, let it go, y'all. Why are we doing this? And then for the show to be 2 years later and it's still doing, and it's damn near worse now than what it was then. Now y'all making it personal, and you're embarrassing yourselves, you're embarrassing the rest of the cast, you're embarrassing all of you, even ruining the experience for some people who generally just want to watch the show as it is. And you and everybody comments and spilling all the beans, messaging everybody, trying to tell them everything you possibly can. There's no need for that. That's tacky. And if y'all being the oldest couple, y'all should be the example, not the ones that we gotta watch. We gotta watch y'all to see what the hell y'all doing because y'all just acting a fool on this internet. And that's just how I look at it. Like, why are we doing all this?
Right. And
then you wondering why people got a problem, why people are upset because y'all throwing rocks and hiding hands. And the problem is we see it, and y'all and you're mad because everybody else can see through y'all bull. Like even with Aaron, no offense, but I grew up with a person like Aaron. It's called my daddy. He remind me just like my daddy, so I can see through your slick talk, your cat daddy talk. I see through that shit a mile away. I'm just being real. What Aaron don't understand, I got family in Detroit too. I've been to Detroit. I know how this goes. You are my dad. I grew up with a nigga like you. So, I can hear right through your bullshit. No offense, but I can hear through it. Like, he's 53 now. When I was born, my granddaddy was in his 50s. So, yes, I grew up around a wise man myself. You ain't telling me nothing. Like, he got on some interview last week, told a whole little fake story about how he did something bad and got in trouble. Him and his friend were hiding in the bush. And the police came. That's bullshit. Unless your friend was my granddaddy, you full of shit. Because my granddaddy told me the same story when I was a kid. But you're on the internet trying to act like this was a real life story for you. It's bullshit. Like, cut it out. And then we the bad guys, so we finally got enough of this shit and we saying something. Because it's been 2 fucking years. Cut it out, bro. And then and I'm gonna stop because I wasn't even supposed to say all that.
Granddaddy's story.
My granddaddy told me when I was a child. I'm not bullshit. I got so many old folks stories.
That's what it is. The show is.
You're supposed to air it out.
Absolutely, the show is over. Season 2 is coming. And like I said to Gigi, because we talked before we got on, and we also said this to Aaron and Diamond, when this show is over, when all y'all go back to y'all lives, and trust me, the news cycle will be cycling here in just a few minutes, probably the next damn second. I really don't think all y'all are bad people. I think this experience has not clouded, but I think this experience has determined your mindset on somebody based on experience, but I don't really think that y'all hate each other.
And it's generally no. I don't believe that either. Now there at a point it might start to tread to a little bit of dislike at this point, but I generally no. I never have no hate. And like I said, I generally didn't have no. My problem more so started coming in the last couple months than it was the whole goddamn time I was telling them. I was staying there with them, so it's. Yeah, I'm just kind of over the drama, y'all. I don't like all this. There was no need for it. I wanted to stop shit because it's like I said, it's embarrassing.
Understood.
Okay, so with you saying that you've been more so upset with the last couple months with things that have happened, is it because of watching the episode and seeing like the edits, or is it just more so just like social media shit that's happening? What do you think?
No, it's strictly what they've been doing on the internet. Like, I'm not upset about the show at all. Anything they said about it, that don't bother me at all. It's strictly what they've been doing on the internet community with these Facebook groups, all this fake pages, all this mess that's been going on after the show in the last 2 months. That's me I'm having a problem with that now. When it comes to them, everything else now, I ain't tripping out this stuff.
Okay, understood. I mean, if it makes y'all feel any better, yes.
No,
go ahead, Gigi.
I was gonna say because we asked them to. We asked them about the cleaning up after themselves and doing the dishes and pitching in with cooking and all that, and they actually said that they did. They did help out a lot, and they said what it was more so is that they would get up earlier than you guys, and when you guys would get up, there wouldn't be any dishes because they had already cleaned them up. But then she stopped doing that when she felt like nobody else was really helping out.
No, that's not true at all. And like I said, you got 8 other people in the house that can vouch for that. That's not true at all. Hell, they wasn't nowhere near up the earliest. Them dudes, honestly, all the other guys, they got up early. They all got up 5 o'clock in the morning to work out. I didn't work out. I don't get up that early. But they was up everybody. It was a team effort. Everybody cleaned up together, except for everybody took turns washing dishes. Every couple cooked for the house at one point or another. Everybody did it except them two. Now, true enough, they cooked and they cooked for each other. But no, they was real good at sliding dishes in there while somebody else was washing dishes. And this bullshit. And we even left their dishes. This is the crazy thing about it. The last couple nights, we literally put all their dishes to the side, just theirs. Nobody else's. Put theirs to the side. It never got washed. And the PAs actually had to come in and wash it because none of us, we just wasn't gonna do it. We wasn't finna keep, because we had been doing it this whole time. We wasn't finna keep doing it. So it literally, the PAs had to come in there and do it because we wasn't gonna do it no more. So they bullshit. And then that whole them going to the boom boom room, barricading themselves in. The only reason that happened because I voluntarily told them they can have it because Diamond is a bigger woman and Aaron's pretty big size himself. I told them y'all can go to the boom because it's a bigger bed instead of y'all having to smush these 2 fucking twin beds together. Me and Shay would get the twin beds and y'all can get the boom boom room. So me and Shay actually gave them. So they can stop all that.
Well,
it's just too much. And that's my thing too. What's the point? You know what are you getting out of all the lies? Like, truthfully, you do better just not saying none at all. You would have came out looking a lot better than you opening your mouth. Because even he got on Reddit, but even on Reddit, they told that boy mouth up because they can see through. They can see through the bull. You're not. It's like you the only person that can't see it. That you full of shit. Everybody else can see that, but you. Diamond can see it too, for just being honest. But she trying to save face for TV, which I get. You know, it's public. I'm not knocking it. But let's just be real. Ain't nobody stupid. We all can see through that.
Gigi, what did you say earlier just now?
Which part? I don't even know. Like,
no, I thought you just said something just now.
Oh no, I don't think I did.
Okay.
I don't think I did.
Child, what an interesting reunion we are having.
I would say though was that right, definitely an interesting reunion. This is why we said we needed to do this live because there's certain parts that you just
and that's why I want, like I said, I wanted to have a reunion. That's why I said I wanted to have a reunion and I wanted to be live and I want us all to be there, so y'all can see where the stories match up at and where they come different at. And like in a day, you're not gonna sit here and act like 10 people lying about you and making shit up. No, let's just be real.
Understood.
Greg did an interview yesterday. If y'all care to watch Greg did yesterday. He was on some interview yesterday on YouTube. I seen, even listen to some of the stuff he said, that even what his point of view is still part of what I'm telling y'all. Like I said, we're not trying to make these people look bad. A lot of this shit they did it to themselves. We're not doing this to y'all. But at a point, you had to imagine. That's why they got try to hurry up and jump ahead of everything and get out there first. But at a point, you have to imagine, the rest of us was eventually gonna come out and talk. Let's be honest. Everybody wasn't gonna stay quiet forever. Eventually, everyone was gonna talk, and what was gonna happen when the rest of the people talked, and then everybody else got one story, and y'all's is different. And then, like, we talk to these people every single day. We ain't conspiring against y'all. Everybody got their own point of view, but you're gonna see the patterns and you're gonna see where it lined up at.
Right.
And we know this. That's why, like I said, I'm not gonna get upset about nothing that any opinion about what's based off what y'all see. I'm not gonna get upset about that because at the end of the day, we all was at their house. We know how it went down. So there's no need for me to get upset because we know the truth. There's no need. I wasn't upset then. Why I'm gonna get upset 2 years later?
Yeah, I mean, for a show that was filmed 2 years ago, it still got a lot of heat. Because I don't know of any show that was filmed now. Usually reality TV is taped like a year ago and then it airs. But for 2 years and for it to have this heat still, child.
And I don't know if you know the numbers, but we actually do have it to where you guys have actually had 4 million viewers on this show.
Wow.
Yes, I know they said that you guys. I mean, I heard that they said you guys' show probably wasn't going to go anywhere, probably wasn't going to make it, but nearly 4 million total viewers to date on cable network. You guys, honestly, like you guys are number one. You guys are the number one original series on OWN network right now.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. Yeah.
I think somebody. I'm not on TikTok, but somebody sent me a link, and they had a TikTok video with 1 million views, and I just couldn't. It's when you think of like that, like wow, 1 million people have seen a clip of you on it or a TV show. Like, it's crazy. That's wild.
Yeah. Well, there you go. 4 million total, and this is cable network at a time when cable television is going to shit. At a time when most people can't even afford cable television. Y'all have 4 million total viewers on cable television watching y'all every Friday night.
Yep. So that's why I'm saying, like,
people who are tuning in live every Friday night to watch this show. That's
right, exactly. Yep.
Man, it is pretty good. Yeah, I didn't know how it would go myself, just saying, like, the premise of the show, it could be a hit or miss. Some people all think you're crazy as hell and start watching out the first episode, especially with the DV situation at the beginning, but you just didn't kind of know how it would go, but I'm glad a lot of people did watch it and enjoy it.
And we were talking before you came on, Gigi, and I was saying to him, but I also said this to you too, that this could be the 90 Day Fiance franchise of the Oprah Winfrey Network. They could do Never Ever Met Ghana. They could do Never Ever Met South Africa. I could see spinoff shows for this if they do. If they do enough, they could do Never Ever Met Singles Hotel, where it's people that's like, oh my God, I never ever met this personality type. Okay, let's bring y'all together. So the spinoff shows and this universe that you guys open.
Where you have a crush on somebody and they might not know it, but now, y'all never really met like that to be able to, have that connection. But
there it is.
But yeah, that's true. That's true.
So the universe that you guys have created, I say take a victory lap. Fuck all this, social media shit. Y'all really have gave OWN such a new soul for y'all first season. Not to mention blending virtual reality with reality. The second thing, that black people did it. And that really, 4 million total viewers, like Gigi so articulately say, as she often does. Y'all broke through at a time where the attention span is like a gnat.
Right.
And y'all kept consistent every single Friday, because most times when it comes to TV, Sunday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday and Mondays are a little off, but Fridays is really difficult because you gotta wait a whole week, and if the episode ain't good, they ain't gonna watch. Every single Friday, y'all kept bringing it. That's the success that y'all should all be talking about on these interviews. Now all this fucking social media bullshit. Because honestly, did y'all bank accounts change talking about all this shit?
Exactly right. I'm still broke from it. I ain't got.
That's what I'm saying.
I was about to say shit. At least if you're gonna have beef, let it come with lettuce. Shit.
Right.
Hello, that part.
Let it have some cheese with that bitch. Like,
I totally agree.
You need to be able to make a meal off this bitch. If I'm gonna beef with you and I'm gonna take time out to beef with you, I better be making a meal.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to figure out why Dr. Pepper ain't reached out to me yet. Cause come on now, the way I marketed y'all last for 10 goddamn weeks. If y'all don't get this,
Lord help me.
Listen here, Dr. Pepper, if you're listening, Holla at
That
your boy.
part.
He needs a deal.
I'm
Okay.
saying, how at the boy?
Listen, he will drink Dr. Pepper graciously.
Listen.
Okay. Listen here. All he needs is a t-shirt, a hat, and a lifetime supply of
That's
Dr.
it.
Pepper, and he got
That
y'all.
is it.
He does need some money now.
Right.
Listen
Now,
here.
Right.
Listen, I'm his agent, and I'm going to market this.
I ain't trying to
Now,
be
we
this
don't
free
have to
billboard.
talk about the figures. They fine, but we also need that lifetime supply.
Right. Let me be a walking billboard.
Listen.
I love it. I love it. But no, honestly,
Right.
tell you the truth, I think if all of y'all on all y'all interviews, and listen, I get that there are some content creators, they can't be this deep, they can't have this soul, they can't have this range. I get it. You know what I mean? Well, actually, me and Gigi don't get it because we're not them. But that's neither here nor there. But the point is, what? Did I say something wrong?
Yeah.
I mean, I am the first one that broke the show on YouTube. I am the first one that, you know, talked about season 2 48 minutes earlier than another content creator. Oh, you know what? Let me just pull up the receipt because, you know, sometimes we gotta
Sometimes you
showcase.
just gotta show. You just
We
gotta.
just gotta show people, and it's no disrespect. It's no disrespect to anybody. It's really
You know
not.
what I'm saying? Sometimes when you state facts, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta let people know sometimes.
And here it is here. First hashtag right there before even OWN did it. Right there, a video and a companion piece right there. And then 48 minutes ago to 54 minutes ago.
You did it.
But either way, I think if all you guys go on all these content creators platforms and go on morning shows and talk shows and say, guess what? I am a part of the #1 show with 4 million viewers to date. Hello. Y'all got enough social capital to make financial capital.
Mm-hmm. Somebody might be scoping out your ways, Pray, because it's very coincidental.
I'm just saying, like, what it is.
You better put some respect on the name.
That's all I'm saying.
That's
And I
all it
will
is.
say this too, you know, after
Hang
Oh,
on, he'll
shit,
be
what
back
happened?
up. Hang on. He'll be back up. Hang on. Let me copy the link. Because we did not kick him out.
Definitely did not. Don't know what happened.
Okay, there we go. He's back up.
Listen, this
No,
is
my bad. I moved too
madness.
fast.
The way
I moved too fast, but just after the first season, though, just what they can learn from that and they can improve on that for the second season. So I'm sure season 2 will be even better than what we had because they, you know, like I said, we was the test dummies in a sense. It was the first time it was being done. Nobody really knew what to expect, so we was kind of just experimenting in the guinea pig in this case. And so I'm sure the next season, like I said, or few seasons will probably be real good.
Yeah. Without question.
Yeah.
And we called the season 2. I'm sorry, me and Gigi called it. Before it even was a season 2 renewal. We called it.
We definitely did. Yeah, we absolutely knew there'd be a season 2. Like this right here is OWN's new secret weapon. This right here is going to, I feel like, dig them out of a hole that they're slowly falling into. Like this is almost, they're falling into a hole, but somehow a branch has, was sticking out and they was able to grab a hold. So I feel like this is definitely a show that's going to take them out of it because Love and Marriage Huntsville used to be their #1 show. That shit's drifting and it's starting to get uninteresting. And honestly, you guys came in at a time when they really, really needed help because they did not have any shows that actually was holding the interest of viewers. And a lot of people were streaming. A lot of people, it wasn't cable television that people was watching it on. A lot of people wasn't, they were catching replays. They're not really, into even watching it. A lot of people was blacking out with some of the shows. So for this show to come on, it came at a time when OWN needed a crutch. They needed a helping hand. They needed to be able to hold on to the network's intelligence in a way. I feel like this really definitely helped them.
Without question. And not to mention too, not to mention too, something that you guys may not know is if you guys watch The Bachelor and Bachelorette, there's a guy named Neil Lane that provides the rings every year or every season.
I can barely hear you a little bit.
Oh, hang on 1 second. Hang on. Okay, can y'all hang on? Let me get my hang on 1 second. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Okay. Thank you. So Neil Lane does the rings for the Bachelor, Bachelorette, and Bachelor in Paradise every year. I think it would be cool if somebody wanted to get engaged, because we actually covered somebody that owns a wedding ring brand. It's a black woman, black-owned brand, and I think it would be cool if that sponsorship could happen. See, that's why I'm saying all these different opportunities, because imagine if a ring from a black-owned wedding ring brand was on
store. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly, was on the number one show with 4 million viewers. First of all, you get a free ring. Now, here's the thing: you gotta be together for a certain amount of time in order to keep the ring, as well. So that's a rule that's on The Bachelor. But all the branding, sponsorship, partnership opportunities out of this show that can do so much for everybody is unlimitless. It is. I don't just gotta see it.
Yeah. Listen, how much you're right. You right when you're right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They just got to be ready to brand it the right.
That's it.
That's definitely where it's at. Is understanding what you have and how to brand it.
Correct.
And honestly, this show, the numbers that it's doing, it can brand itself. All you have to do is maintain it. So
without question,
maintain it properly and make sure that, they're continuing to change up and deliver quality each time. Like, yeah. This is, yeah. So Josh, like with everything that we have seen this entire season, what would you say was the most deceiving part of the show?
I guess just the timing of a lot of situations that were shown. A lot of things were out of order. Some were weeks apart. Some happened same day and they made it seem like it was separate weeks. Some happened weeks apart and they showed it the same day. And I think that caused a lot of confusion with certain storylines, certain plots, I guess. And so that, a lot of the mix and matching of the scenes and how they actually played out in person being there, and then how they showed it on the show. Just how a lot of it was out of order. That was kind of weird. The stuff they chose to leave in, the stuff they chose to take out. Some of the stuff that they took out, I feel like was better TV than what some of the stuff they shown. Right. I feel like we can make a whole new season just strictly based on what the stuff that wasn't shown.
Do you to that point? Do you think that let me put it you like this? And hey, T Talk, welcome in. Like, comment, share, subscribe to T Talk with your girl. By the way, great content career, great sister as well. Love her so much. If Warner Bros. Discovery wanted to do a uncut version of the footage we didn't see and give us 10 episodes on Discovery Plus and Max to hold us over until season 2, do you think there's enough footage there?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm telling you, there was so much that was taken out. They definitely could make a whole nother 10 episodes, no question.
Okay.
They even told us when we got done they had enough for over 20 episodes. They told us that we got done. Like, they had a lot.
Well, you know what? I think it was just right with 10. Like it was.
Right. It was 10. Listen, because if we had 20, I'll listen. I'd be.
I think I would be. I think I would be mentally exhausted if it was 20.
And you will be, because I was there and I was mentally exhausted. And like I said, they actually cut that scene out and they showed it, but there was a part where I left the house and me and Shay even got into it about that. Like it like I said, it's so much more they could have shown that they did leave out. So yeah, at the point I was out of it. Like I was just over the bullshit, over the arguments every day, the drama every day. And not even just that it's every day. It's literally all damn day long. Right. It don't stop until folks take their ass to sleep. So it's just like, after a while I was drained. I was over it. Cause like I said, that's not me. I don't like that type of stuff. I'm not involved in that type. It's just not me. So it definitely took me out of my element. And then not being able to willingly smoke all the time. I had to go hide and smoke, walk away and smoke.
Right.
All this weird stuff. So yeah, I wasn't feeling it. Towards the end, I was ready to go.
So let me ask you this, because I know that you talked about the hookah lounge and the movies, right? And how they kept them separate and stuff. Do you think for season 2 that they should do a little bit more in terms of activities? Like, the crazy thing that I don't get about the Oprah Winfrey Network, y'all network's founder did favorite things. She did Harpo hookups. She knows brands. She was branded content before branded content was a thing. She was Shark Tank before Shark Tank was a thing. She was social media before social media was a thing. So like y'all could have had a whole damn day at Disneyland for free, because she went to Disneyland with her arms from the Oprah Winfrey Show. Like, utilize Oprah's name as a fast pass to do bigger shit.
But now that's where I guess the question comes in, I guess, with the budget, how much they actually had to be able to do stuff. Because I did agree with it. I feel like we should have did more going out instead of just being cooped up in that house. Like like I said, from me going into it, I expected them to show black love and unity and positivity, and then as I'm there, then it makes you question the motive. Like, are you really here to show black love, or are you here to start some shit and have a messy show? And that's what it kind of came off of. Because, and then I said, the moments that we actually did go out, you won't even show it. Like, even when we went bowling, the whole crew went bowling. They actually have that on film, and they only showed it in promotional videos, but they never showed it on the episode. And that was a good scene. That was bonding moments for each couple, for everybody, individually, as a couple and as a group. And there was a lot of other positive moments, even conversations, like real beneficial, helpful conversations, deep conversations that was had that never was shown on the shows. And I feel like a lot of that was missed opportunity, especially if you're really trying to promote that positivity and black love, because to me personally, it's just so much divisiveness between us as people, just on social media, online, just the way we attack each other, the views on relationships, the men versus women wars. Like, I'm genuinely sick of it. And I remember even being at the house saying that to the cast, like, we need to make sure that we represent ourselves and black people a good way, because they already make us look crazy half of the time anyway. So let's try to do better. And we did, but they chose not to show those type of moments. And so, like I said, those type of things is what I do have my little quips with the show. Like, the show was good, and like I said, for what they wanted it to do, it definitely did that. Like I said, but there was so much more to that I wish they would have showed. Even with those digital exclusives, some of that they did show in some of the digital exclusives, but they could have did so much more with those instead of just a handful they did.
No, for sure. It says from Don. No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, unfortunately, that is the track record of OWN Network. They will promote the show as showing black love and black excellence, but then it ends up turning into drama, infidelity being shown more than the actual, cohesion of a family and a marriage, or black love and coming together. Rather show the destruction and the dysfunction. which is, you know, the narrative that's been carried along for years whenever it comes to showing us on television. So unfortunately, that's just how it is. But I still feel like as individuals and being on that show, knowing that you're in front of a camera, it is up to you to kind of show and represent yourself. You can't force others to be like that. Although you can mention it and bring it up, because hey, sometimes we all need that pep talk. Sometimes we all need that, you know, just that little nudge to say, hey, let's try to do better. But at the end of the day, we have to make sure that we ourselves are showing and representing the same thing that we're preaching and want others to show.
Amen.
You know, and that goes into, you know, like you said, Aaron H. If, you know, y'all being older and things like that, practice what you preach. If you can say how old you are, you can say the wisdom you have, but if you're not showing that, how is a person really supposed to either trust that is true, or even learn from what you're showing them, just because, you know, you're not really showing? You're for hands-on learners. If you're not showing and you're just saying, it's harder to actually accept it. But yeah, I do like, and you know, like I said, you and Shay represented you guys yourself, you know, in a respectful way up until a point, because, you know, Shay definitely got hot, and that's fine. Like, we understand the whole circumstance around that, but you know,
I mean,
like you gotta represent yourself.
You know, we fuck up sometimes. We slip up. You know,
I will say that you guys did good.
Yeah, no, for sure. And honestly, Josh,
I'm saying, and this is some real shit. Y'all, you was the coolest one in the house. I will say, out of everyone, I feel like you was probably the most laid back and chilled one out of everybody.
I will definitely agree with that for sure. And and Josh, I'll tell you this, brother. Even though there is a budget for reality TV, let me explain something to you. If me and Gigi want to do a live edition of Brandley's Virtual Tour live from Disneyland in front of a live audience, oh, that's cute. That's real cute. All we could do is phone, laptop. Hey, y'all, we live from downtown Disney at Chicken Restaurant. But let Oprah Winfrey Network call. Hey, this is the Oprah Winfrey Network. We got a new show called Never Ever Mets, and we need to rent out the park. Oh, you said Oprah Winfrey Network? Oh, fuck the budget. Wait, hey, y'all, get ready. Never Ever Mets is coming. And that's how real it can be.
Yeah. Okay.
Because her name goes longer than me and Gigi's name for now.
Right.
Because our names will be that great. But we'll be able to
that's right.
yeah. Oh, Bridget, y'all come through all the time. Okay, got y'all. So even though they might have had a limited budget, Disney never misses a chance to promote themselves. They would have loved it. And you know what that could have done? Oh my God, y'all could have been on Good Morning America. Hey, y'all did a special episode from Disneyland. What did y'all do?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be able to connect the dots, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just giving y'all that. We're just giving y'all that. Hell, y'all could have even teamed up with the California Tourism Board. Just get into some events for free. Get into some attractions for free. Or discounted rate. Oh, Lord Jesus. What it is, what it is. Dondi said, I can't believe Jody.
Like I said,
no, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Dondi.
No. Go ahead. What you were going to say? I think you were going to comment.
No, I was just saying. Yeah, there's so many different things that they could, y'all, you know, could have had y'all doing. Could have took y'all several different places, you know, to get y'all out of the house. Yeah. Especially as grown-ups, who wants to be cooped up in the house all day long? And it's damn near like a vacation. Y'all, listen here. Y'all was in California. Y'all was supposed to have fun. Like,
right?
Yeah, like it should have been activities planned, or if y'all decided like, hey, you know, I want to take my, you know, my person out on a date. I want to go here, like there should have been a way to facilitate some things and more outside activities. Because just staying cooped up in the house, that was just the way for them to let attitudes clash and kind of just have that on camera at all times. Like they wanted to be able to control the atmosphere.
That's absolutely it.
Yeah, that's
absolutely it. And very well said as always. Don D says, I can't believe Jody bonded with Aaron J at bowling. Well, I mean, maybe Jody was bonding with Aaron J because it was a ball that she actually wanted to hold. I don't know. What? What is bowling not holding a ball and putting it down on some hardwood and rolling it down and knocking some stuff down? Is that not what it is?
I'll give you credit how fast you are with it, though, boy.
Listen.
You quick with it, boy. I give you credit for that.
Thank you, sir. See what I mean? This is what we do.
She liked that smooth surface. That is, listen. You got that one, right? You got that one. Thank you. You got that one.
Now listen. If somebody would have said, wait a minute, why are you screaming harder for you hitting a strike than you screaming with Aaron J in the bedroom? Now, that would have been a whole scene. Wait a minute. First of all, that's not your business.
Right.
Sorry. Don the D.
Jody would rather hold anything. Listen, they both might like Skittles. Like, listen here, just bring together what you like and just have a fun time.
That's it.
I ain't gonna lie, man. When they broke up at the end, I thought Aaron was gonna yank that necklace off her neck like ATL and shit. I was rooting for him. But hey, which I didn't know me and Shay was actually outside when they broke up. We were trying to hide from the camera so they wouldn't see it. But I was hoping he finna go and snatch that off.
Lord.
Can I have that necklace, please?
Hey, give my necklace back.
Exactly right. Lord help me.
No, that's my necklace.
Lord help me. I know you got to have thick skin this reality game because you, Josh, have been raked over the coals for sketchy behavior, or at least what we saw. And I think all of them really have done quite a great job for this being a show that has never been done before. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. And by the way,
I think I was telling y'all the last time we talked, just unfortunately, just the way I grew up, it prepared me to have thick skin, stuff like this. So now it don't bother me at all. Like I said, I can never get mad at something that, like I said, y'all only going by what you see. I know how, in some of the comments they say just make up their own little stuff. Like, I can never get mad at something that ain't true. You know, it just ain't that damn serious.
And by the way, Josh, my quick wit is always on this channel every time. Every damn time. And you can't prepare yourself for it either. You really can't. You really can't.
No, for real. It's essential.
Yeah.
The next time y'all go bowling, good damn.
Like, next time y'all go bowling, every time you roll the ball, just say Jody. Just like, I mean, I don't know, you might hit a strike. I don't know. Just do it for her. We gonna do it for her like she Lil Saint. Okay, we gonna do it for them.
Yes, indeed, my Lord. Let's see here. Jody should have offered to give that necklace back.
She shouldn't have accepted it. It ain't no giving it back. You shouldn't have accepted it, knowing that you really was not feeling this man. Now, it wasn't until after the salsa dance that you want to say, I think we're on two different pages. You didn't think that after I understand editing, but you could have said that shit when he gave you the necklace.
Exactly right.
I would have been like, let's hold off on that.
Yeah, but she
And I
had a
still
show.
say not to take up for it, but it is very possible that she did say it at an earlier time, and they just happened to place it at that scene, you know, because I think there was a time where they said me and Shay's the reason we never met or something because of my childhood history, and that was two separate conversations, and they just happened to put it right there. That was a whole different conversation when they did that, so it's really hard to say. When I tell people certain stuff, I tell them the stuff that I was physically there for, that I heard myself, but when it comes to them confessionals, it's so hard to gauge that because there ain't no telling how they did that. They could have actually said, they could have been talking about something totally different. It's really hard to know, honestly.
Right. No, for sure.
Yeah, that's why they didn't show y'all. They just basically told y'all what was happening. It was like, answer the question.
Right, basically, yeah. And then you can even tell, like, you know, they trying to act, they wear stuff a certain way, they're trying to get you to say a certain stuff, and I would always catch on to it, so I wouldn't do it. And at one point, she had stopped to interrupt. She was like, "You know, Josh, you're very observant." I'm not slick. I'm not following. But see, I don't drink like that either. That's another thing. I don't drink like that. So I don't drink as much as everybody else in the house was. So I'm high, but that's normal for me. So you're not gonna catch me yet. I'm in the right state of mind. It's not gonna work.
Understood. Oh my Lord Jesus.
Right. You can't manipulate me because I am not an influence.
You just had to bring dip in it, huh? Okay.
They be trying to manipulate it. They be trying to manipulate in that bitch.
So basically grabbing, throwing, and dipping. Okay, got it. Okay. That's what we doing.
You know what, Braylon? We gonna find the Zinger. We gonna find Jill. We gonna have them come through for you. You are in desperate need. You are in desperate need.
Wait a minute.
And a dip, and a ball, hell.
Wait one damn minute.
I don't know.
Now wait one damn minute. Now Josh said I had quick wit. That's not my fault. My mouth is gifted. We're not gonna do that to me. Okay?
You know what? And it's not. But I feel like you need somebody that could possibly put something in your mouth that's worthy enough for you to maybe shush. I feel like you might need to be cradled like a baby and just hush. Just rock slowly and sweetly, and just be upon the breasts of the BBW. I feel like.
Well, I mean, you saying it like you know how to do it. So what?
Donna D asked.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Right. What was the question? What was that? Go ahead, say that. Go ahead. What was the question?
You funny. You real slick.
I missed that. No, go ahead. I missed that. Go ahead, because I feel like you said some smart shit. Go ahead, because I'm with it today. What's up? What'd you say?
I said it sounds like you know how to do that from experience, because you were given a very detailed process on how to make that happen.
Listen, I'm just gonna say I have 5 kids for a reason, and it's definitely not because I don't know how.
Okay,
I think I know how too well.
Okay, there it is.
Listen. I am the soothing afterwards. I am the soothing during, before, and after the suffering. Hello, Australia. Hello, Grunt Hunt.
Hello from good day from Australia. Good day to you. By the way, shout out to Dream World, a theme park in Australia. Yes.
Yes, Donna D. You asked Josh. You don't have to name names, but did you have any smoke buddies?
Shit. Well, okay, so because like I said, I don't know everybody like that.
I'm pretty sure Dominic. I'm gonna say Dom, just possibly.
I'm about to say I did let Dom smoke the first night because he was tripping. I had to get him to calm down. and I had to write a note. It was so fun. I had to act like I was writing a prayer, and I was like, "Hey, can I show him this prayer?" And it was a whole note telling him where my weed was, where to find it. It was crazy.
Lord help.
Yeah. I did. So we did do that, and then obviously me and Shay smoked. Yeah, because cameras was everywhere, and they didn't want us writing notes to each other and pass, stuff like that. So I had to be careful to word it a certain way so they'll let me give it to them without them actually reading it, because I didn't want their camera to see. I didn't want them knowing I had it. We gonna probably have it.
So basically, you had to be high on faith, huh?
Yeah, basically. And he was, and the funny thing about it, he was mad because this is right after the whole situation, so he's still mad, pumped up. He ain't trying to hear none of this shit, and I'm like, nigga, read the fucking paper. And then he finally read it, and that's when he went in the bathroom and went and got where I put it. Now, when we was done filming and we was waiting on to do our confessionals, so at this point, we can do whatever we want to do. And so me and Jody, we were smoking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. To get the weed.
Look, I'm sorry. The joke was right there on High on Faith. What was I supposed to do? What the hell was I supposed to do?
That's the best way to connect. Because, see, sometimes I have to elevate myself just so that I can touch God, because sometimes I be too low and I gotta just get high so that me and him can dap. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I just dap him up a couple times, and then you know what I'm saying? I just chill out.
Dapping, grabbing, holding. Listen, dapping, grabbing, holding on.
You know what, Braylon? We gonna find. Listen, there's definitely there's a BBW out there for you, and they are definitely going to be sent your way. I'm find them. I'm gonna listen here. I'm about to put out a casting call for BBWs for you.
Not a casting call. You know what? I'm still wondering what happened to Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girl season 2 on Amazon Prime Video. That's what I'm weighing on.
Well,
but she's in a lawsuit, so.
Donna D said, "You a real one. You ain't mind naming names. I mean, shit.
I mean,
episode's over. It
was 2 years ago. It don't matter now at this point.
Yeah.
All right, it's in California. Everything was legal.
Yeah. Now, listen, I did say to Gigi, and here's the thing, too. When people meet me in real life, when people meet me virtually, I know I'm a lot to deal with, but I said to Gigi that my mouth is going to be a blessing and a curse because I am so quick-witted, because I am very observant. So, live on TV, if somebody got that quick wit, we're going to have some problems on live TV because... Braylon, did you have to say that? They set me up for it. What was I supposed to do? Shut up.
I think you set yourself up for it, Braylon, because right about now, your mind is setting you up to think that right now I could use the word tickle. Ooh, you said tickle. Right now,
okay,
see, I feel like
no.
You went a lane because listen, we just said ball, tickle, drop, drip.
Nope. See what you see. I don't do lowbrow humor. I do high energy humor. Okay, I am very observant in my slick mouth. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Are you?
I've been firing them all night long. Don't do me. Don't do me.
You have. Listen, it's okay because the first show was me. The second show, you got it. But I think I went in a little bit too hard on. Yeah, my bad.
Hey, Colton, good to see you, brother.
Hey, Colton. Yes, and a little hard on on that last one.
Uh-huh. I mean, it needed to be said, though. I mean, it is what it is.
It did. It definitely did, and I said it. Okay, I said it, and I meant it.
And honestly, tell you the truth, you're probably not the worst person that said what needed to be said about Jody anyway. I promise you. There's probably somebody that's like, you know what? I'm going to cuss from the time I start this video to the time I close it. And I don't want to hear shit.
Listen, she was. I don't think I called her too many bitches. And if I did, I wasn't trying to.
No, you were actually. I was
trying to be nice with it still. Okay.
No, you were very gracious. You were very, very gracious for sure. Dondi, yes, to your question. Did you catch the shade where editing made it seem like you only spent 6 minutes for your last rendezvous in the boom boom room? Yes. Yes, indeed.
Yes, he definitely covered that and said that you guys really wasn't doing anything. You was just walking around, right?
Yeah, we just went and stopped each room and speak on little different memories and stuff. It was like I thought. I mean, the way they made it seem like they was gonna do a whole little final walkthrough before we left out type of stuff. But yeah, I guess they want to set up a jokey joke.
Okay, so let me ask you a question then, because we seen you guys leave and you said that y'all really just drove and went next door and then came back and stayed for 3 or 4 more days after. So then showing the whole you guys' luggage and all that stuff. Were you guys really packed up, or was
No,
it
yeah, we had to do the whole shebang. Yeah, we did the whole shebang, packed that shit up. Yeah, we did the whole shebang. Yeah. Packed our bags, go over there. Then they had our bags in a little Sprinter van, and that's when they brought everything back. And yeah, we
gotcha.
Pretty much just lived out the suitcase for the last couple days.
Understood.
Now some people I think Jody.
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear it. What happened?
Oh no, you're good. No, you're good.
Okay, and then whoever finished their whoever was the first couple ones to do their interviews, whoever finished first, they could leave right then and there. And I think the latest, I might have left like a Friday, I believe, or no, I think me and Shay left together because we stayed out there for like another week or so. So me and her just left together. They just Ubered us to our hotel rooms, and some people just got on the flight, went straight home. Some people, I think they dropped Aaron and Greg, people who stayed out there, dropped them off at their houses and stuff. But that's kind of how it went. Just whenever you got done with your last interview, you can go ahead and roll.
Okay. So some people, they didn't even stay out there 3 or 4 days. They were just kind of like, hey, you get your confessional done, we can go.
Yeah, some people probably left like the next day or two. It just depends on what day you were. Because everybody's confessional, it's usually about 3 hours sometimes, a lot of times. So yeah, it takes a while doing them. So yeah, they kind of paced it off a little bit. Certain people did theirs each day until they got through everybody.
Okay, so for those who don't know and might not understand, doing the confessionals, it was all done at the end. It wasn't done episode by episode, or they wasn't pulling you guys aside every now and then to do confessionals.
No. Let me clarify that. I will clarify. It was at the end of every week that we did. We did do confessional each week, but then that last one would be the one that recovered, everything that had happened.
Right.
And, and then they had us come back out there like 4 months later to do some more.
Okay, gotcha. Hey, Angela, welcome in. We're just chilling with Josh from the Never Ever Mets. I've been on my best behavior for this live. If you don't say nothing, everybody will believe it.
Y'all don't believe that, right? Like, how much of that do y'all believe? I mean, you've been on a behavior. I don't know if it's been the best, but you've been on a behavior. Okay, we'll say that. We don't want to tell stories to the people, do we?
I think I've been very good on this live. I think, most of if I have done any bad behavior, I was set up for my bad behavior through my quick wit. If you don't say nothing, they'll believe it. See?
You know what? Some of this I think been alley ooping your own shit. Like I feel like you ain't been. I feel like some.
Wait a minute. So you say I'm getting high off of my own greatness supply? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Like, here's this whole supply of greatness. Rip up the pack. Yep, I'm great. Yep, I am great. Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
Yep. There's that greatness head rush going to my head right now.
Okay, so Angela, you are a little bit late, but yeah, go ahead and answer that again, Josh. She asked,
Yes.
Are you and Shay still together?
No, currently right now we are not together.
Are you dating?
No, I'm not dating anybody at all.
Okay.
I see if you were talking about dating in general.
Yeah, like, are you open to dating, or are you and Shay kind of on a path to where you guys are still planning a future together? It's just right now you guys are on a break.
I'll say the door isn't closed with me and Shay, but as of right now, I'm not doing any like dating or relationship wise at all. Like, I'm strictly just focusing on my health, getting my shit together, my mind. There's a lot of shit that I've been dealing with. It really is a priority right now.
Right.
And it's a weird thing for me. Like I said, me and Shay, we talked about it. She wasn't just the happiest about it, but I've never put Josh first. You know what I'm saying? So I will say this experience with doing this show, it definitely made me realize like I can't continue to keep putting me off, for everything else and keep putting me on the back burner. So it's just like I'm at a point like and then just the way life goes, like I said, if God be trying to tell you stuff, and if you don't listen, you're too stubborn, He gonna force you to do it. And it's just kind of where I'm at now. Like I'm forced to deal with my own shit right now, and it just has to be priority at the moment.
So basically, Josh and Shay are the Black Ross and Rachel. We were on a break. Angela Hull said, I love Josh and Shay together. Yes, for sure. And I'm not doing this with you.
And like I said, I don't want nobody to get the wrong idea. Like that love, chemistry, the bond we have with each other, like it's definitely very much still there. Like, so me and her still talk on a regular basis. We so it's definitely still there. But and like I said, it took a minute for her to understand she gets where I'm coming from. Like, she understands, but at the end of the day, like I said, you invest a lot of time with each other, and you expect it to go one way, and it just don't always work that way. So there's some disappointment, of course, on both ends. But like I said, we are still here for each other, and we're still very much close. And so like I said, the door isn't closed. Like even with how the show ended, and it was a messy little sloppy ending, like the door isn't closed by a long shot. So no, we're still on good terms.
So Angela, and that's wonderful to hear. Angela says Diamond and Ariane are messy AF. Not Ariane, Lord help me. Oh, thank you, Angela, so much for your time. I love our people, I really do. I agree. Josh Dundee is asking, are you capitalizing on the show? For instance, I never was seen Aaron J's music.
I think that's Diamond and Aaron, not Ariane. Diamond and Aaron.
Oh, okay. I didn't know she was trying to shade, Aaron or not, but it's either way, it's all good, Angela. Much love to you and love you as always. Donda D said, are you capitalizing on the show? For instance, I would have never seen Aaron J music video for his song Lit had not been for the show. So he had a song called Lit, but he wasn't lit on the show.
Aaron, I'll say Aaron Jake actually got some good music. Some of it's not actually that bad, but
I'll have to take a look at it. I was just connecting the dots. Just my quick wit again. Just getting high my own greatness supply.
Yeah.
So wait a
As
minute.
far as like me capitalize on the show, honestly, probably not as much as I should. Like I said, I'm not a social media person. If anybody follow my Instagram, you can see I just started because of the show. Like I'm really not into stuff like that. I know it's crazy sound because I got on a TV show, but I really genuinely do like being out the way. Like I'm pretty private and reserved, and I know I did the show and I opened up a little bit and just showed a side of me, but there was nowhere near all of me. And so I don't know. If the right opportunity presents itself and that's what God's path for me is, then by all means I'm for it. But I don't even know where to start with something like that. It's just not something that I've really thought much about. Like I didn't do the show to be famous or be on TV or be the most person. I didn't do it for none of that reason. So, like I said, whatever God takes me, that's fine. But it's nothing that I'm looking for.
Well, I mean, one thing for sure is that they don't have a lot of men shows on. I feel like if you find 4 other men that have your kind of personality and do man conversations, or make a show like that, I think you will be open to it. It's just figuring out what will work for you. And Dundee, you nasty heathen, I would have not been able to lust over Greg's underwear had he not been on the show. You nasty. Just a damn shame.
Like I said, now to that point, there are people on the show who are, models or aspiring actors and stuff. So this is definitely a good way for them to get, noticed by people and be introduced and do that type of stuff. Even Aaron, like I've been telling little Aaron all the time, like, why this show is out, you need to be putting your music out. Like this is the perfect opportunity. Why you got this attention, especially if you already got something out there that you're doing. And I know Greg and Millie are both, aspiring actors. And, so all the type of stuff, Jody has a podcast going on. I think Brandon, he has something going on as well. So all these, if the eyes are on them and they have little stuff established already. So I'm sure this would be, do wonders for them. And I hope it does work out for all of them because, like, all of them are really good people, honestly. Even, like I said, even Aaron and Diamond, I know Aaron got a business. I think Diamond's trying to do something like, everybody. I hope it works out for everybody. I hope everybody can get some type of blessing from this show because we all got the negative part of it, but I hope everybody do get some blessings from this show.
Well, there you go. See that goes to show you life is bigger than just reality TV. Did you say that Jody had a podcast?
Yeah, Jody has a podcast. She it's a sexology podcast, y'all.
so she puts her mouth on that microphone more than the relationship she had on TV. Okay.
Listen, I am getting sick of the disrespect.
What? Did I say something?
No.
Did I do that? What did I do?
No, actually, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. She has a podcast about sexology.
Well, I mean, don't call me because I only seen a couple of. So I don't know I don't know the right term. I might be saying it wrong. So please don't nail it to the cross. But I know
it's okay. If she thinks that
I know
she
discusses. Yeah, she discusses stuff. Yeah, she has. I mean, she has little events going on. I mean, she got a fan base, so she definitely doing something right. She got some. She definitely do have a fan base going. She has different events going on.
If you are not backing it up, you can talk about shit all day, but if you ain't backing that up, and we seen clearly that you can't back it up, because as a sexologist, I'm gonna tell you one thing: you can find attractiveness in people that you are not attracted to, especially if it's something that you want for your own pleasure. Because when it comes to sexology, it's not just about pleasuring other people, it's about the pleasure that you get for yourself. Because you have to understand and know how to pleasure yourself before you can learn and even know how to pleasure someone else. So if you don't even know what it is that you want, what you like and desire, how the fuck are you going to tell somebody else what they need? How are you going to tell someone how to touch you? How are you going to learn how to touch someone else if you have not learned yourself yet?
Let the church say amen.
Okay.
I don't know if it was my joke that triggered that or the fact that he said that she does a sexology podcast.
Honestly, it was Josh. I'm sorry, Josh. It was you. I mean, it's not you. It was just like, Listen, as especially as someone who truly knows, like, honey, I can give you a class, and it's not just a listening class. I can give you a visual class. Like, I can take this shit on the road if I really needed to. Okay, like I am. Ooh, child.
I mean, from my understanding, like I said, I've never watched it. I've never watched them, but from my understanding, she does do that type of stuff too. But like I said, she posts certain clips. I just like it and just keep moving, but I don't actually never look into it because I mean, it's just not my cup of tea. I'm not interested in it, but I don't know exactly what all she talks about in the stuff.
I'm gonna Grace and I'm gonna back it.
Well, at least Joe. At least Jody's mouth is working on something. You know what I mean?
Well, shit, evidently my mouth ain't working because it just made all of my shit drip down.
I'm sorry. I really have it all wrong tonight. Lord help me. Angela says, in my opinion, Jody was whack.
Dripping in the crease of my breasts.
Lord help me. She was leading Aaron on the whole time. We definitely agree with that. Dundee said, hey, I'm not nasty. Have you seen it? No, I have not seen the podcast. Angela said that she agrees to Josh's point about how everybody should hopefully receive a blessing. Donda D says, so we should watch Jody's podcast and to learn what not to do in a relationship. Angela says to Donda D, I'll pass on that BS with Jody. And Donda D says, check mark. Lord help me. Just
look, and if y'all really want to know, y'all really want to learn, I got you. I could show you some things. I might be thick, but listen here, just know I can move, I can listen.
So you said you could take it on tour, right? Not you driving hard on the concrete. I need to stop. I need to stop.
Listen, let me put my luggage in the car and trust and believe I won't just park next door. But if it's a cul-de-sac, I will go door to door if necessary because some classes need to be learned. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you, I'll listen. I'll teach a housewife new tricks to make her husband stop fucking the secretary. You better stop playing with me. Not doing this with you today, Braylon.
This is where we are on a Saturday night. On Saturday motherfucking night.
Ooh, shit. Josh, is there anything else you want to clear up? Because there was a lot on Reddit. There's been a lot that has been said. This season is over. What do you want to say that let's clear it up?
Oh my Lord, Donda D. Oh no. Oh.
Yeah, Jody's mouth worked good on Sandia's mouth, but she was not trying to work on nothing of Aaron's. Nothing of Aaron's. That's why I said she was either going to be Aaron's stepmama or she was working on a threesome with Chris and Sandia.
I mean, it lasted for more than a couple of seconds now.
Yeah, y'all are definitely late because I'm going to tell you, we done talked about this and I can say it again and again because I don't give a damn. She ain't going to come for me. And if she does, then what's she going to do? Because I stand on mine. Like I said, she wants to be a man. Like, and I'm not saying like she wants to turn into a man. No, she wants to be the man in the relationship. Like she wants to be in control and she wants to be dominant. Aaron was very submissive. He was allowing her to just do those things. So that's what it is. She wants the role reversal in the relationship. She's not really looking and honestly, and it's not even just that, but she needs a man that can be a man and can control her and put her in her place. That's what she needs. But what she has and what she wants is no, she wants to be in control. But no, she just needs somebody to be able to tell her what to do, like Jill Scott said. That's all. She just
Mm-hmm. All right.
like, listen, she needs somebody that's going, and maybe this is just me. I don't give a fuck. But sometimes when you talk shit and you just get too tough, sometimes you just need that strong man that could just gently wrap his motherfucking arms around your throat and take your tongue into his mouth and make you shut the fuck up and make you damn near fall down. But he's holding you up by your neck, so you don't want to fall too far because you're going to choke the fuck out yourself. So you stand there, and if he's tall, you got to be on your tippy toes because you really don't want to get choked the fuck out. But yet still, your tongue is in his mouth. And as he is doing that, he has grabbed a hold to that left ass cheek. And all you could do was just say, yes, daddy. And you shut the fuck up. That's what she needs.
You know, I'd rather just dive in and make you crawl crying for your life at that point by eating.
Sometimes you don't want to just go straight for the dive in. Sometimes you don't have time for that. Sometimes dinner needs to be cooked, but I mean, sometimes, you know, when dinner's cooking, it's always, okay, wait a second. Anywho, it doesn't matter. What we know is, I feel like she needs to be dominated a little bit. She needs to have that, you know what I'm saying, somebody that can actually put her in a place. I mean, because if she is a sexologist, we'll say she is, okay?
Mm-hmm.
She definitely needs to be able to be submissive, because when you're a dom all day and that's what you're doing, either A, that's the only way you want to be, so that's what you want and that's just how you are, or B, it's really because you are craving the control of another and that's what you need. So I'm excited.
And you are right. Sometimes dinner needs to be prepared, but other times, you know, if that dinner in front of me is looking like a thick brisket with Sweet Baby Ray barbecue sauce dripping, then I gotta eat. I'm sorry. I'm gonna eat down below. I'm gonna eat through your mouth. One of the two is gonna happen.
I done had to cut off the stove a couple times before. I done had to, you know what, this food can wait. Fuck this food. No, we'll eat after. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
And then other times during dessert, during dessert.
Hold on, listen. Okay, I know you finna me. Okay, go ahead. I'm stirring though. No, you stir back there. I'm stirring right here because shit. No, it's gonna take too fucking long. I'm not cutting it off this time. We gotta eat dinner on time because we got shit to do. Listen.
I mean, and for dessert, sometimes she'll taste like peach cobbler, other times she'll taste like a cinnamon roll.
Listen here. Like a fucking peach sickle.
You said peach sickle? Sucking, swallowing, or slurping.
Listen here, Josh. Do you have anything to say? Because this is getting out of hand, and we're not going to. We're not gonna go there.
Or you know, or biting on a popsicle too. You know, those are 4 options. You know, just saying. Anyway,
my teeth are too sensitive. I can't bite. I don't like my teeth. It's
okay.
Sensitive.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, we got to use the lip. You know, the lip and the tongue action of.
But you can retain the flavor though, can't you?
Save the flavor in my jaws.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and roll out here. Josh, do you have anything else to say?
I'm just already laughing.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all like shit.
We got this energy. It's a back and forth of mental toughness. You understand? Like, it is what it is. Like, that's the game. Jody couldn't promote her business.
This has been great, okay? I just want to say this has been great. And we thank you for the time that you have spent, not only with us today, but you have actually been holding it down, even in the chat for weeks.
Yeah,
like,
this is very true.
You know, you've told other people, you know, even about us, and we definitely appreciate you. I don't know if you did see, but our conversation last week made it on Reddit.
Yes, it
Oh,
did.
really?
About,
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
some things that you let out.
Yeah,
So,
and they said that you told about your life and gave some different points of view, but and this is the part that really got to me because like I said, the attention span is like a gnat. They said it was long, but was actually a good conversation.
mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Yeah, I did see that. I think it was like what 6 hours long, the video and all.
Yeah. 6 hours. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
6 hours. Listen,
Well, I guess it's a good feeling that somebody care enough to hear my story. I guess and like I said, but I will say as far as my story too, like there's more people who going through some of the things. I'm sure who just can't talk about it, not ready to talk about it, whatever the circumstances is. So some of the stuff is more common than people think, and as men, we don't discuss it a lot. We keep it to ourselves.
This is true.
We don't really always have that space to talk about it. So. I got a lot of inboxes after that. A lot of from men, just who have experienced similar things and never was able to open up about it. Like they had even the situation regarding how my daughter came. Just the stuff with that. A lot of men dealt with that as well, and so it's cool to know that something that you went through can impact other people's lives and help them to want to open up or see certain stuff in themselves that they didn't notice, and sometimes it takes them hearing it or seeing it from somebody else for it to catch on. And so that is a good feeling to know that people care like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Even when you said, like, said 4 million people watch the show,
like
that's mind-boggling.
Yeah. Wait, say that again, Gigi.
No, I was just saying, we definitely said like you sharing your story. We feel like it can help others, and you definitely should share it more often. And honestly, maybe public speaking, or even you don't even have to do public speaking, but just telling your story and it helping one person. Changing lives like that could be something that is your calling, because your story can also be your success. So,
speak on it.
Make
Amen.
it what it is.
Amen.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I don't be knowing what to say when people say nice stuff. Y'all can't tell.
Well, listen. I'm the same way. Well, I'll give you a tip that really has helped me. This was a former mentor of mine. What happened was I was on Clubhouse, and so I feel like this. My job is to give love to people because that's just the right thing to do. When I receive love, it's very difficult for me because I don't think I deserve credit for doing what I'm supposed to do. So the exercise was I had to go around on Clubhouse and social audio. I had to go around to every person and give them the biggest offer I could think, but they had to say no. And my former mentor said, how did you feel when they said no to you? I said, well, I felt hurt. I felt, what the hell? I felt like, am I not doing anything? My mentor said, that's how they feel when you say no to them too. So just receive it. Right. And I never forgot that lesson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we definitely appreciate you being here with us. We don't want to hold you.
Yes, indeed.
Braylon, is there anything else you want to do? Because I feel like,
I think we did everything we needed to do. I can't wait to see the reviews. I can't wait to be on Red again with both of our lives because I know it's coming.
Right.
Because there was a lot of information on both shows that was said. But like I said, yes, go ahead.
No,
what are both shows?
Donna D.
Oh, with Diamond and Aaron?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say Donna D. I don't know if you heard them on our show, because earlier they were actually on here as we was reviewing, and we found out earlier that they are, still one in the same and together and working through things. I don't know if they were on someone else's live as well, but they definitely came through for us earlier. kind of want a surprise. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you thought? Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen. I am a great producer, you know.
Yeah. You tried to knock me off, but listen here. I'm a good producer too and host.
Mm-hmm.
So I
No, you absolutely are. Because here's the thing, though, right, y'all? So Gigi knows who I talk to. So she knows that I talk with Aaron H. I talked with Josh. Millie came by here. So she knows I know people. But, she didn't know that they were going to come through and stuff. But it actually turned out to be really good. Like I said to Gigi on the last live, she is one of the sharpest, most quick-witted, and most versatile people I have ever met. I really mean that.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I try.
No problem.
I try my hardest, even though I don't try hard at all. I just do it. But, I guess that's the proper thing to say is you try hard. I don't.
Yeah. Yep. Go hard, be a good producer, all that stuff. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Woo. So, so listen, Donna D and Angela, it was said earlier with them.
I'm sorry. Uh-huh. Been producing for about 3 hours now.
Right. Producing for about 3 hours. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Been going hard for 3 hours too. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm. We're dipping for 3 hours. Okay. Listen. This has been a wonderful Saturday night, guys. This has been a wonderful Saturday night, okay? We appreciate all of y'all being here, coming up.
Yes, indeed.
If you joined us earlier, thank you. If you joined us tonight, thank you. We appreciate it all. Josh, thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
We will definitely keep in touch. We're going to have you as like an original,
Absolutely.
Original cast member. So season 2 come out, we're going to have your reaction to it as well,
Absolutely.
Oh, that's cool. I could probably do that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
We definitely want to get real reactions. Since you guys have lived it, I want to know,
yes,
the differences you see and your opinion on how things go for the second season. So we will
without question.
Keep in touch. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will keep you in our prayers because we know, we talked last week. We know everything that's going on, so you are still in our prayers. We're still on your team, and anytime you need us, regardless of whatever, you just hit us up and let us know.
Amen.
And we're always here to help, and that goes for anybody in the chat. You guys ever need us, you already know.
Absolutely, without question.
We pray for everyone, and if we can do anything within our grasp, we definitely will try. So,
without question, and that's also to all the cast too. Like we are very friendly channel to love, grace, and space, communication, and possibilities. We really are. Literally, the last tour we did, I think it was Donda D that said that she believes that this channel could bring Josh and Aaron H together.
Yeah.
And that goes to show you that when you are good at what you do and you give that good energy, anything can happen.
Absolutely.
And like I said, me and Gigi, this is what we do, but we don't take ourselves too seriously, as you can clearly tell.
Yeah. We're so serious.
Said no one ever.
Right. But we love you guys, and you already know
indeed.
it is time for the best outro on YouTube.
Yes, it is, because we did the Daily Motivator in the last live. So if you're looking for that, go to that live, go to the end. It was a good one. So with that being said, it is time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know.
I'm sorry, before we do the outro,
Yes.
Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to both of our
Please
channels.
do.
That's my brother
Amen.
Raymond Lee. Hold on,
Hey.
that way. Okay, so that's
Yes.
my brother Raymond Lee.
That's
I'm your girl,
the good
Gigi
sis, Gigi
Man.
Nine.
Make sure that you hit the notification bell. Make sure that you are up to date every time we upload videos, we go live, because this is not the last time. Y'all already know
No, it's
we're here
not.
all the time. So make
Damn
sure you
Skipper.
are in the know and you are here with us all the time. Thank y'all. We love y'all. And again,
Absolutely.
here is the best outro.
Amen. Thank you, Queen, for that. Love you as always. Josh, love you. Chat, love you as well. All right, y'all. It's time for the best outro. Let's see. Oh, okay. All good. It's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you weren't born special, because you were always born a blessing. Address, you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Wise one thing, call yourself is nothing. Be chosen. One love, much love, all love. We have spent time with you. You have spent time with us. I hope I spend time together. We'll rise up to be great together. And always remember, whether you're doing radio, television, YouTube, or you're interviewing 3 cast members on the same damn day, make sure the replay is not just ready for you to watch it, not just ready for you to listen to it, but for you to want to experience it again. Go ahead, Gigi. You want to say something? Okay. We love you. We value, we embrace you all. Always remember, on receive love, you got to give it. On receive love, you got to give it. On receive love, you got to give it. Wherever obstacles you have overcome, wherever successes you have achieved on this particular day, we are extremely proud of you. But if no one else is proud of you, be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, just be alert that you can be a blessing and a curse. Sometimes I ain't God. Sometimes I ain't the devil. Sometimes it's us. We can be our own blessings, our own curses. But the only way that will ever happen is if you embrace the responsibility of what you've created. That's real talk. All right, y'all. Commercial break and fireworks are coming your way. Enjoy the fireworks for the day that was, for the day that's to come, and for the blessings that are on the way for you, me, all of us as a society, as a people, as a culture. Do you guys got Love and Marriage Huntsville tomorrow, right?
Yeah, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Make sure that you check me out. With Dr. Ucha, we will be doing Love and Marriage Huntsville tomorrow, 1 p.m., Pacific time. So that'd be what, like 4 p.m. Eastern
Yes,
time.
I think so.
So you guys make sure you check us out. And you guys have 3 with the T tomorrow as well.
Yes,
for Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yes, 3 with the T at 8/7 Central. We just got to figure out whose channel is going to be on. But it's going to be a good time. And yeah. So much love to everybody. Like I said, commercial break coming up. Commercial break and fireworks coming up right now. Enjoy the fireworks for the day that was, for the day that's to come, and for the blessings that are on the way for you, me, and all of us as a society, as a people, as a culture. We feel the love. We send it right back to you. Good night, everybody. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at NubianTV.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
I got a question for you. What does this city know about luxury? Huh? What does a town that's been to hell and back know about the finer things in life? Well, I'll tell you. More than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel. Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us. That's who we are. That's our story. Now, it's probably not the one you've been reading in papers. The one being written by folks who've never even been here and don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury, it's as much about where it's from as who it's for. Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
This is the Motor City, and this is what we do.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. Past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to puff that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara,
Ginger.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.